Oh what the? Oh wait, I don't want to get copyrighted. Wow, wow. What is up? What is up? What's good, guys? Wait, let me drag my TikTok chat over here. It's way better to have right in front of me. I have some unfortunate news though. I can't lie, guys. Poppy's Playtime 4 will be tomorrow. I'm sorry. Oh. Will be tomorrow. I'm sorry. I have to build up a little bit of hype, you know? Like I had the weekend. Didn't play on Saturday, didn't play Sunday. Now not today, but guess what? Tomorrow, that hype is built. And then we go Smash 4. And Chapter 5 isn't even on Xbox, so I have to play it on PC. So I have to get used to that. But I was thinking like a little chill. Because also I want to ask you guys, what do I play after Poppy's Playtime? I need some ideas. I don't know what to play after. FNAF? I do have FNAF 2 and I never beat it. I could do a little challenge where I have to beat FNAF 2. Like, that game is so hard. The game is actually so difficult. Let me put my OBS over here. Holy flash. FNAF? What other games would you want to see me play? I mean, I kind of just play everything. Nah, bro. Well, I'm not playing Poppy's Playtime today. Sorry, bro. Sorry, Demon Slayer fan 105. I have to build some hype on it. Nah, I'll play it tomorrow. I literally just got home. I didn't even buy the game yet. I was out all day. Valorant? Never seen any Valorant? Valorant's a good game. Come on. W Demon Slayer. By the way, I was watching Demon Slayer. I started to watch it. And what part did I get up to? Shit. I haven't seen it in a bit. I stopped. I shouldn't have stopped, but I did stop. Can't lie. But I got to the part where his name Ichidori, right? That's his name? That's his name, right? No, I'm only in the first season still. I'm only in the first season.
Match found.
Of watching Demon Slayer? No. Oh, Tanjiro. That's his name, Tanjiro and the other guy with the he cries a lot. He has orange hair. I don't know his name. You should play. What is that? Yes. They encountered the guy with the pig face. That's the part I got up to. That was the last part. Yeah, I got up to the part where they fought the guy with the pig face. Even though he's a Demon Slayer, right? So that didn't make sense. Bailey, what game is that? Do a live of watching it, of watching Poppy's Playtime or watching Demon Slayer, because I can't watch Demon Slayer on here. I will get permabanned into the ground. It's a horror game. Me and my friend played it. Ah! Why is it so loud? Oh, that's why. It's a horror game. Me and my friend played it, and the jump scares are really good. Bro, I don't know how much jump scares I could do, like, for my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, Poppy's Playtime is already a lot for me sometimes. I want to watch a lore video. Like, I'll watch a lore video with you guys. Low-key, we could do that today. Like, a lore video up until 4. Because I wonder what happened in Chapter 3. What do you mean? You weren't... Wait, were you not here for Chapter 3? I played Chapter 3. Hold on, let me tee up. Let me tee up. Other side, other side. Do you like Demon Slayer? Yeah, I do. But I just never finished it. I stopped. I didn't know, like, okay, a big problem with me, I don't like watching shows that have a lot of seasons. And I'm not, like with the seasons. You know what I'm saying? Wait. He's right here. He's right here.
Last player standing.
How am I dead? How am I? I can't be up late. I have exams tomorrow. Damn. Yeah.
Spike planted.
Wait, Bailey, you're not from here, right? Like, you're not American.
One enemy remaining.
And 4.
I know I watched it because every time you got jump scared. Bro, that's what I'm saying. I can't play games with that many jump scares. I will shit my pants. And that's what I already do with Poppy's Playtime. Now today I'll watch a lore video. I'll probably play this game because this does take like one competitive match of Valorant takes like almost an hour. You're not either? Damn, so what time is it for you guys? Because right now for me it's only 8:18. But you mean English? Oh, wait. So what time is it there? All right, I got you.
Smoke's resonating. Got him.
Spike planted.
Wait, did they plan at A? Wait.
Dizzy's up.
Last
Oh, it's
player
11:4.
standing.
Oh, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Like 9? Wait, it's only 9 for you guys? It's 11:44. Wait, what? How do the minutes change? How is Cat not here if he's dead? I killed him. I was so ready for the live until you said no. I'm sorry. I told you Poppy's Playtime tomorrow, and I'll try and be on early tomorrow.
No one else can judge you.
You can shoot at the door. Oh yeah, no, I know. Bro, trying to read chat and play comp at the same time is actually a skill in itself. 11:44. How? It's only 8:20 here. Wait, never mind. It's like 12, but my phone time got messed up, and I. Damn. Oh, that's not that bad. Like a 4-hour difference, though. I thought it was gonna be worse than that. I thought you were gonna say it's like 2 a.m. Because that would have been crazy. No, but Poppy's Playtime for tomorrow for sure. Probably at like. I want to say 7 EST. So I don't know what time that is for you guys. Well, one hour before. Damn, that's kind of late for you guys, right? I remember it was chapter 2 and there was a lot of people. Yo, there was like 160 people. And I was trying so hard not to shit my pants. Bro, that's the most I've ever
Spike
gotten.
planted.
I've never seen that many people. I've seen people speedrun those games and it's kind of cool. I would like, I don't know. I think I'd be really bad at it, but I'd be open to trying it. Hold on, there's someone right here. Come on.
Up the way. That's it. Reload.
How did
Enemy
kill?
spotted.
One
C.
enemy remaining.
Rivals in Roblox is a copyright.
Last player standing.
They have Valorant in Roblox? I remember. Yeah. Yeah, even when I played Poppy's Playtime 3, like I had a. We might. Okay, whoa. How do you go from Ireland to Alabama? That is crazy.
Man, please? I said please.
That is a big switch. Why is my door open? Yeah, Alabama's kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm nowhere near there. Anyways, you guys ever well, what games do you guys play? Other than Poppy's Playtime, you know what I'm saying? So I just got slimed!
They are so dead.
Someone in my house? Yo. Chill. I do not have an intruder in my house right now.
Spike planted.
What is this site?
Stuff.
Is she sleeping, bro? Yeah, this game ain't looking too hot. We might have to forfeit. Come on, come on, come on. I'm not buns at this game. I'm not buns. I'm reading your text, bro. It's hard to
player
look at one
standing.
screen and the other at the same time. I know. You were sleeping when I went. What? I thought you were here from when I played
Do
it.
what we do. Get back to chilling.
You're rushing a little bit too fast. Dude, chill, chill, chill. This way. Oh, you were in here. Oh, and then you fell asleep. Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh,
Come on, little homies. Let's get it.
oh, I was tired. I'm gonna get some food. Yeah, I'm hungry. I need food too. I can't lie.
There. Locating targets.
Gotcha.
Who's the last, buddy?
Spike
Give
planted.
me. Are you dead ass?
Enemy spotted. Mid.
Bro, they keep going. Those sites. Well, other games you play, I literally play like every game.
Enemies
No veo nada.
So like Siege,
Missiles
Valorant,
away.
Apex.
Enemy
One
spotted.
enemy.
Well, I play a lot of
remaining.
sports games off stream because I don't think no one would like me watching that. Oh wow, he got it. Nice. Oh, give me the Phantom.
Red
Give me the Phantom. Where's the Phantom?
flame. Love explosions. Caution here.
Back to me. Okay, okay.
Brawl Stars.
Reloading.
Oh nah. No, 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 no. Oh hell no. I got in trouble for being up at 3 in the morning when you put. My bad. My bad. Okay, so maybe tomorrow. Let's see what time I can do it.
Sage's walls
Maybe
are
like
running
6?
down.
6, so like 2 hours behind from now. It was 11 when you finished playing. Oh, that's not that bad.
Face your fear!
Bro, I can't hear, bro. I can't hear. Please, 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 please.
Enemy
Good kill.
remaining.
Why are you flanking so slow? Come on. Why is he using this gun? You are not Chris Kyle, buddy.
Now, see.
What is that?
Here. One
Nice,
suppressed.
nice, nice.
Live munition.
What is he doing?
Last player standing.
Bro, I couldn't hear. It's because Fate deafened me. That's her ult. That's her ultimate ability.
If you are not doing well, keep trying. We must keep up appearances.
Hold on, hold on. They love coming to C and B, so watch this. I do have a PC too, but I don't play any PC games. Can't lie. For one, I am absolutely cheeks at
Keep your
MNK,
guard up.
and I don't know. I'm just so used to controller at this point.
Bomb buddy out.
Then go here. What happened when you said you were good at this game? Just hold on, it's pending. You can't rush greatness.
Mosh pit.
Spike planted.
You are powerless.
KO, KO. What the?
Execute.
Good kill. What the hell does that even mean, dude? Good win, good win. I don't even know what that means. Low-key 4 and 5 was the best chapters in my opinion. I just don't like the ending of
Alright,
chapter 5.
homies,
I
chill.
I know
We'll go again.
absolutely
Damn, you love
nothing
being here.
of chapter 5, and I
Way
want it to
too
stay that way
much.
until I play it. Chapter 4, I mean, I know about Doey. I can't lie, Doey is actually
get a
so
drop?
cool. You want what? You want me to buy you a gun? No! Doey and the Doctor? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know anything about the Doctor. I know Doey's hella cool though. Doey's cool.
That's a concuss.
There.
Do I see? I mean, I shouldn't even. Wow, I shouldn't even ask this, but I was gonna say, do I see the? What's his name again? The prototype. Do I see the prototype?
All missiles away.
Up and away. Saw you, Mosh. Saw you, homie. And they stopped her.
What? Come on. Come on, Fade. Come on, Fade. I know you want to peek. Come on, come on, come on.
Thirty seconds
What is
left.
she shooting at? Oh, they might rotate too. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright. I want you. Oh, I know about him too. Is he in 4? Yarnaby, is he in 4? They're planting.
10 seconds left. Spike planted. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Wow! Wow! What do you plant? Yeah, I know you saw that shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm teed up. I'm teed up. Who said that I was bad at this game? I said let me loosen up the gears a little bit.
go.
I'm dialed up. Look at my avocado. He's happy.
Remember, no one wants to die out here. But you don't always get what you want.
Does anyone have fun?
Okay, let me rechat. My bad. I was so teed up. Gilbert and Lily Lovebreed. I know Pianosaurus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yarnaby.
No.
They're both in 4, right? Yarnaby, Pianosaurus, Doey, and the Doctor are in chapter 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know who Yarnaby. I don't know anything about Pianosaurus. I know what he looks like. That's it. That's all I know. What is that? What's a mantic? What is that?
I'm concussing.
Hold on. I gotta tee up again.
Spike down. C.
Oh, crazy in the head. Oh. Is she
Toaster
purple
broken.
or am I crazy?
My ult is ready. Reloading.
Blow
Kobe.
him up, Mosh.
It's you and me.
Thank God it wasn't me.
One enemy remaining.
You want more? Sorry, buddy. It's over.
Yeah, she's purple and can't control her hit.
Trust me. Say
Oh,
we'll make
I
mistakes.
do know who that
Once they
is.
do,
I
take
know who that
advantage.
is. Yo, so we ever meet Ali or he was just calling me on the phone for no reason? I don't even know what he looks like. I don't even know what he looks like. He's just calling my phone and I don't even know who he is. Oh, okay. Never mind. Don't spoil it. Never mind. I'm not
Let's
looking.
do what
I'm
we
not
do.
looking. I just saw the text. I'm not looking. Spam chat so I don't see it, so it scrolls up. I can't see it.
Enemy C.
Oh, thank you. Hello, Diego. Trigger discipline. Hold on, hold on.
Spike planted.
Target down.
You'll see who it is in chapter 4. Okay.
Enemy spotted.
One thing I hate about this game, though, like, the spray patterns are so annoying. That's why I can never play a game like CS. Like, it's just AIDS. I don't even know this guy's... I don't even know the character name. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Whose mixtape is that?
One enemy
Wow.
remaining.
Press her together. Oh my god, defuse, defuse, defuse. Let's go, let's
I
go.
lived a good life.
Damn, Bailey. Remember, Poppy's playtime tomorrow. Remember that, remember that. Did we get it? Wow, we did not get it. CS is way better. Hell no. CS is
That's
actual
true.
cancer.
Good advice.
Wait, what's surprising? What's surprising? Oh, it's surprising who that person is? It's surprising who Ali is? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah. If it's gonna spoil, then don't let me know. Yo, so after this game, you want me to watch a lore video? Should I watch a lore video? Yeah, to the lore video? Alright, bye. I'll watch the lore video. That's what I get for not paying attention to the game. I'll watch a lore video on 1, 2, and 3. I'll watch lore video on 1, 2, and 3.
Drone is down.
I need water. What happened to the skill? Honestly, I think I used it on my skill. Yeah, no, he was big dead.
Spike down A.
Wait, I gotta tell my team. Wait. They're all at A. All at A. Oh,
Standing.
nice. Oh, he's big dead. Okay. He's so dead, dude. 30 health too, no armor. Oh, GG. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Yeah, what are you doing? Why would you even drop? That was so helpful. What was?
Last round in the half.
What was?
Let those scratch before we lose them.
They are
All right, this
so
game
dead.
is up to 13. So first to
Can I get a
13.
drop?
So after I'll watch a lore video.
Can I get a drop?
That was helpful. That was great comms right there.
Get a drop.
Would he have known? I don't think so. Okay, go ahead, Chamber. I believe in you. Yeah, there's no one there. Alright. They probably went B. They love going B. Oh my god, they definitely went B.
It's you and me.
Watch this, watch this, watch this. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Planting at B, planting at B.
Spike planted.
It's you and me.
Reloading.
Multiple enemies. B.
I hear him, I hear him.
Not your best.
How is he not dead? My crosshair is on his face, bro.
You will not kill my ally.
Oh my god. He just wasted his ult, so it doesn't matter. Oof! This is where I shine. This is where I shine. I need to be on
ballistics
attack.
set up easy
I need
kills.
to be on attack.
And if
This
they
character
don't,
is good for attack. He's not good for defense, so
you
watch.
can't complain if you're dead.
Alright, where you guys want to go? Where you guys want to go? Oh my god, don't say what happened. I glitched. My screen, my game glitched. Oh my god, they're gonna be at C, dude. Have you ever played Valorant?
See you on the other side.
What games do you play? What the hell is that, bro?
There.
Don't move! Alright, I'll look. I'll be the dummy.
Smoke's up. Enemy spotted.
Missiles away.
Dizzy's up top. Dizzy has
To the right,
targets.
to the right, to the right.
I'm concussing. Wingman's gonna plant spike.
W
Spike
plant. See what I mean? See what I
Thanks,
mean?
Wings.
Oh my god, I'm so dead.
One enemy
Sit
remaining.
down.
Last player
No, I
standing.
sold! Low-key horror games. Poppy's playtime in Call of Duty. Yeah. Bro, send invite me. Oh, okay. That's the only thing, like Poppy's playtime does well, but then what am I gonna play after Poppy's playtime's
Keep
over?
trying to silence us.
But I only have 2 more games. What am I gonna play after? Like, I'm not gonna keep replaying Roblox. There's a lot of games there.
Chill. We
Yeah, I
got
know. I don't know what happened. But like Roblox, I don't know. Okay, they walled it. They walled it. Even oh yeah, well I mean I like playing Siege, Valorant. Apex is chill for right now. Sometimes that game's in a bad place, but right now it's in a good place.
Enemy B.
Can someone else other than me make moves? I'm not trying to be the one leading the fucking cavalry here. Come on.
All missiles away.
Move.
Wingman's planting. Smoke's resonating. Sana.
Drone going out.
Spike's digging. Thanks, little man.
Reloading.
Oh my
Last player
god!
standing.
No. I'm reading Twitch too. Holy hot cross bun. We died? Nah. I'm reading Twitch chat. It's just my TikTok chat's right in front of me. Thank you. Bro, how did I get slimed there, dude? What else? No, that's pretty much the shooters. Don't even talk about Fortnite with me, bro. Do not talk about no Fortnite. I cannot be bothered to play that. Yeah, so I try and 1v1 someone and they have a whole mansion. Yeah, dude. Is he there?
All missiles away.
I'm playing fucking Bob the Builder and I can barely even wall. Alright, dude.
Locating targets.
What in the spider was that? Loki, should I
Full
die?
suppress.
I mean, it's better. Plus, you could see like the whole screen on Twitch, like compared to
Grenade
TikTok.
live.
TikTok's easier, you know, because it's so easy. Just
Spike down.
Spike
Hello, so
down
where's the
A.
sound cue? Because I didn't hear shit, bruh. 0 builds?
Last
0
player
builds is
standing.
alright. That's the only thing. I was gonna say, you gonna shoot? Oh, game over. Wow. Oh my god, it's 9-5. We are getting smoked.
Thirty seconds left.
Wait, I'm gonna start searching for a video to watch. It's gonna be the first 3. I'm gonna go see if I can, because sometimes it stops. What stops? Why does it stop?
10 seconds left.
Oh, he doesn't even have the bomb. Yeah, we lost this. Whatever. Let me check for a video. After the Roses, what you gonna play? I don't know. I honestly don't even know what to play after.
You say something? Sorry, ears still ringing.
Let's see. Poppy, playtime, 1 to 3. Oh, not a speed run. I need the
Yes.
low. Oh, I got it. Damn, an hour? Okay, I got it.
Let's see how
I got it.
goes.
And I didn't buy anything. Nice, dude. I'm paying attention. I bet.
All missiles away.
Wait, chamber. I mean, not chamber. I don't even know what that guy's name is.
Enemy A.
Shoot it, bro.
One enemy remaining.
Spike planted. My ultimate's ready.
Get him, wingman.
Where's the guns?
Reloading.
W round. It just stop. How? Stop what? Are you out of storage?
So,
How does that even make
mix it
sense?
up, double down.
I'm watching
Let's
the first
talk.
episode of One Piece live action. Oh, nah. Oh, yeah, nah. Oh, nah. Yeah, me watching One Piece, yeah. That's like me doing the 10-hour challenge. The 10-year challenge of watching a show. Damn, I actually don't even want the... I'd rather have the fan on.
Dream big, make it happen.
I'm lurking.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I don't have the bomb. Oh, nah, I couldn't shoot it. Wait, teammate, give me the bomb. Yo, bro, give me bomb. Thank you. And our team got slime. Hold on.
All missiles away.
It's you and me.
I'm out, dude. Oh my god. And our teammate lost. Oh my god. Yeah, low-key, why is One Piece so long? But it is stupidly long.
And you're done.
Teaming up.
Enemy spotted. Mid.
I hear. Oh, you got him.
Reloading. Plant the spike. I'm out. Saw you.
30 seconds left.
Wanna go
Wow,
again?
it's so bad.
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
my god.
My ult's ready. Dizzy's up top. Here's a heal.
You didn't even shoot it at me, big bro.
you, Mosh! Thrash is ready. She's going again.
Last player standing.
Should I watch the Luffy movie? I don't know. I can't tell you nothing about One Piece. I have no idea about anything about that in that show. Oh, we won. W. Let me search up how long is One Piece. Dude, it's like 1,000 episodes. Nothing needs to be that long. To be fair, what's like Naruto? Isn't that like 500 episodes too? I mean, Naruto's so tough, but oh my god, it's 700 episodes. Holy shit. Naruto already has 300 episodes? Damn! I did not know I had that many already. Alright, where are we going, guys? Come on.
Enemy spotted. Hey,
Blow him up, Mosh.
reload.
I'm not going that way. How about mid? Are we valid mid?
Right there.
Sounds like someone's over there, dude. Wow, good aim.
Face your fear!
What the? Oh, nah. My butt cheeks are indeed clenched. Dude, where did they go? What the hell was that? Am I getting jump scared and valid?
One enemy
Oh yeah,
remaining.
W.
Wingman's gonna
30
plant
seconds
spike.
left.
Up and away. Spike sticking. Thanks, little man.
Are you not entertained?
That's all.
400 to 450 hours? Oh my god, dude. What the hell? 400? How many days is that? Jesus. Bro. That's literally like, that's days off your life. I don't know if I would like One Piece though. There's a lot of fillers, that's why, right? There's no way that's all like main stuff.
There.
Wait, I got the bomb? Bad.
Listen to this.
Enemy C.
All missiles away.
You are powerless.
Excuse me? What the hell is that? Oh yeah, Fade. Oh my god, I'm so smart. Wait, I'm dialed. No one text me, no one talk to me. I'm dialed. Oh my god, I'm dialed.
Wingman's planting. Dizzy's up.
Flawless.
Oh my god. It's almost a month.
Thanks, Wings.
So if I watch One Piece for a month straight, I'll finish it. You are absolutely insane.
Or we just do it.
So, wait. One Piece on 1,200. You could skip fillers. Yeah, but how many fillers, bro? Like, how much do you cut off of the 1,200 if you skip the fillers?
Let's flush them out.
Oh my god! Look at me now! Top leaderboard. Come on.
All missiles away.
Jesus! Oh my god!
Spike down.
That's literally Valorant timing right there. That is Poppy's playtime.
That works.
What do you mean?
Drone going out.
Watch it go down.
One suppressed.
Huh?
This is how it ends. Grenade is live.
Spike's down.
Spike down A.
I meant not in Poppy's playtime. I'm so confused. What are we talking about? Why is it laggy? No way it's lagging. No way it's lagging. Wait, let me see. Let me see. Can I do something?
Last player standing. 30 seconds left.
Wait, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I don't even know if I can do anything. I'm such a chud. I don't even know what any of this means. Holding mixtape in my ear.
If they mess with one of us, they mess with all of us.
Oh, it takes 300, 400. That's still so many. It's still like, I mean,
Here.
still just as long as Naruto probably. Advanced settings. Okay, this does absolutely nothing. So I don't know. I don't know. But Twitch is indeed not laggy. Oh wow. Wow. Wait, can I get the bomb? Can I get the bomb? Can I get the bomb? Can I get the spike? Give me spike. Give me spike. Give me spike.
I got
Thank
the
you.
spike.
Watch this. Okay.
Smoke's
There.
resonating.
They are so dead.
There was one to the right.
All missiles away.
Oh, I can't see. Should we go middle? Wait, I hear someone. I hear someone.
Folded.
Someone's in attacker spawn.
So how does he just
Spike
walk past my
down,
team,
mid.
dude?
Enemy spotted. C.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it just lags on TikTok. Like,
Enemy spotted.
wait. Wait. Yeah.
Plant the spike.
Wait.
There. Enemy spotted. C.
30 seconds left.
Confirmed kill.
Spike planted. Smoke's up.
You will not kill my allies.
That's a concuss. Rogers. Fall back.
One enemy remaining.
My bad. I'm back. I said the dude got in trouble. I did not get in trouble. My mom asked if I wanted food, and I said yes.
It's you
So
and
we
me.
winning? Oh, wait, 1v1 for the round. Yes! Oh, I got gummy bears. Every time when someone shoot, I lag. No way.
These new friends
There.
of ours are not
Yeah.
too friendly.
I don't know. TikTok is just not built for streaming. So he just took the spike from me. What are we doing, bro? Can I get the spike? You know what to give me, bro.
Ándale.
Give it here, bro. Come on. Give me, bro.
Spike
I
drop.
got
Thank
the
you.
spike.
Oh my god.
All
I do
missiles
not want no
away.
smoke. Oh, I thought someone died right there.
Enemy spotted B.
Right there.
Adios. Reloading.
The shot.
Come on.
Grenade is live.
Oh my god.
Smoke's resonating.
Bro, someone's gonna flank. Come on. Wait, I'm gonna plant.
One enemy
Spike
remaining.
wings.
30 seconds left.
Oh, my nose itches.
Spike's digging. Thanks, little man.
My nose.
Flawless.
Reloading.
Wait, I'm gonna check what's the longest anime. Oh, it's One Piece. You don't even need to search that. I'll tell you right now. Tell you for free.
I'm going to scatter from my stuff.
It has to be.
Super easy to pick up.
Has to be One Piece. There's no way that there's another anime. Matter of fact, there might not be another show that has more than 1,200 episodes. That's kind of insane.
Let's make them dance.
Thank you. My favorite, what's your favorite animes? I should be asking that. I know my favorite anime, and it's not even close. What the? That's the longest anime, or that's your favorite? I have no idea. I've never heard of that in my life.
Enemy spotted. A. My ult's ready.
All missiles away.
Oh my god, I potatoed. Oh, that's it? Oh, never mind.
Ignition.
What are we doing? What is that for? There was the one
Right
there.
there.
There's one there. Should I peek this? I don't know. Should I peek this? Should I peek this? Should I peek
Locating
this?
targets.
Hey, I got this. Oh my god, I'm blind.
Reloading.
Up and away. Someone's there. Wingman's gonna plant spike.
Reloading.
30 seconds left. Last
Spike
player
planted.
standing.
Thanks, Wings.
Face your fear! One enemy remaining.
Oh my god, I'm so dialed. I can't hear. It doesn't matter. I'm dialed.
Hey,
2,800 episodes. What is that?
Hey, nice
14
work.
years to watch? What is
Hey,
that,
nice
dude?
work. Hey, nice work.
I'm out.
Very nice.
Bravo.
Oh wait, let me get this. No. Thank you.
Bravo.
Let's do it.
Wow, we're about to win. No, wait, we just came back. Oh my god, I'm so dialed. Wait, what? Ippo? What the hell is Ippo? Hippo? It's longer than One Piece in the manga. Bruh. That is absolutely insane. Do
Reloading.
people not get bored of writing? Like, oh my god. I wonder if the story stays, like, good. You know what I mean?
One down. My ult's ready.
Locating targets.
For those really, really
Enemy
long,
spotted me.
like, shows.
Enemy's down.
Smoke's up.
Reloading. Reloading. Trap destroyed.
Enemy attacker spawn.
Last player
And he came
standing.
behind. Oh my god.
Spike down mid.
21,000 hours, bro? How long is that? How long is that in days? How long is that in days? That's 4 years, dude. How long is that in
I'm a
days?
good shot.
Bro, that's actually ridiculous. There's no way. 21k hours? Jeez. Oh, I like
30
that sight.
seconds
I mean,
left.
I like that skin.
I have the spike.
Wait, let me see.
Switching
Overtime.
sides.
None of my stuff has malfunctioned yet. Can we celebrate that?
That's 875. That's more than 2 years, dude. That is absolutely disgusting. Oh my god, 2 years? Bro, I mean, at least you, like, if you really love that show, like, you'll never run out of material. There's no way anyone on planet Earth has finished that. That's insane, dude. Oh my days. Bro, you know how dialed you have to be? Like, that's actually insane. Bro, how many seasons does it have? 87? Like,
No backing out now. Smoke's resonating.
Multiple enemies mid.
Wait, chat. Wait, chat. Come on, come on. I need to get a pick right here. I need a pick.
Enemy C.
There's C. I bet. Damn. They're not expecting the flank. There's no way. There's no way, right? There's still 4 of them. No way they're expecting the flank.
Spike planted.
Good kill. Good kill. Wait.
Last player standing.
Ow! My. Come on. Teammate, you got this. You got this. No way it's next one wins. Oh my god. Why are you going so fast?
One enemy
Good
remaining.
kill. She's right there.
Right here, right now.
No! I couldn't do anything. Oh, it's fine.
Switching sides.
Oh, my days.
Nice try.
Well, that's actually
This should be
surprising, but the
simple
long...
enough. I flushed
Wait.
them out, you finished them.
That anime's not the longest. There's something longer than 2 years worth of footage. Overtime match point. We need this win. Wait, so you're telling me if
Dream
there's
big,
no way.
Make it happen.
So you're telling me if we win this round right here, we tie. I swear, if I went through all this work, 51 minutes worth of gameplay for a tie.
Blow him up, Mosh.
Oh my. Oh my. When did she go in
down.
there? We lost. No, One Piece. Yeah, no, One Piece is. That's wait. How many episodes did One Piece have? It had 1,200. Oh my god, this anime has double One Piece.
That's 3.
What the hell? There's no way. That's absolutely insane.
I have the spike.
This is how it ends.
Here's a heal. Smoke's resonating.
Clutch.
enemy
Yes.
remaining.
2v1. Plant spike.
Last player standing.
No.
Defenders win.
Well, time for the video. Well, what am I gonna say? My god, I actually did so good too. Bro, like, I'm never getting out of this rank. Yeah, like that. How long is one round? Well, yeah, we're done. Where did I go? 22 and 17? Alright, time for the video. I'm here. Catnap, you are dead, bud. We're not playing this game. You are dead, pal. Wait, hold on. Let me know if you can see this. Wait, wrong one. No. Wait, I need to make a new scene. That's why. Hold on. Hold on. Let me fix it. Hold on. How do I fix this? Oh my god, I'm such a noob. I don't know how to fix it. Can't lie. Settings. Oh, I could play it off my... What am I doing? I'm being dumb. I'm being dumb, chat. I'm being so dumb. Acting as if I don't have YouTube on my Xbox. Charging my phone up. See ya. Okay. Oh my god, why is it so loud? Wait, chat, you can see this, right? You can see this? Damn, Demon Slayer, but we're literally about to watch a lore video. Wait, I gotta change it. Hold on. I'm changing to the lore. I'm changing to the lore. Oh, now we wait. Crazy, dude. Kidding. So. Wait. Okay. Poppy. Wait, what was the title of it? Poppy Playtime. Hold on. Also, guys, if you didn't know, I posted all my gameplay of each game on YouTube if you ever want to see that. Like, if you want to see me jump out of my chair again, yeah. Poppy Playtime. Okay, I put only 1 to 3 because I don't want to spoil myself for 4. So, oh, what? No. Oh, there it is. And, oh, it was this one. Yeah, 1 to 3 lore.
Welcome to the complete timeline of the Poppy
So why is he yelling in my ear? Catnap, what do you mean, wait a second? Why is he screeching in my ear? Oh wait, this needs to stay up.
Playtime series.
Is it
This will
loud for
be
you guys?
including
Can you
events that...
hear? Let me know.
Welcome to the complete timeline of the Poppy Playtime series. This will be including events that were alluded to prior to the chapters themselves, and also content shown on the Mob Entertainment YouTube channel. I will also be showing the events shown chronologically, while also giving a play-by-play of the events that occur within the 3 chapters released thus far. Please keep in mind that the full story of Poppy Playtime is not yet released, so new things will likely be added as future chapters come out. Let's get into it.
This is based in 1930?
An aspiring young inventor by the name of Elliot Ludwig founded a toy-making company, focusing on creating great products for children to enjoy, and keeping parents all around the United States happy. Playtime Corporation, or better known as Playtime Co., soon became the biggest and most successful toy manufacturing company in the world.
20 years?
Playtime Corporation took the world by storm due to its innovative toys. It was in the 50s that they created a doll, a special doll named Poppy Playtime. Poppy had the special ability to be able to hold a full conversation.
Like, you know what's crazy about Poppy's Playtime? Like, it's literally called Poppy's Playtime, but we're like encountering everything but Poppy. Like, we barely encountered Poppy that much. Up until, you know, the 3rd game. Wait, right? The 3rd game we help her a lot. Oh, well, we see her a lot in the 3rd game. In the 1st game, we only see her at the end. The 2nd game, she like pops in like, I don't know, twice or something. The 3rd game, we help her a little bit. At the end, that's when we see her most, I feel like. But other than that, just wait for 5. Oh, she's in it a lot for 5. Do you think there's gonna be another? Do you guys think there's gonna be another Poppy's Playtime? You think there's gonna be Poppy Playtime 6?
With a child. A remarkable feat. You aren't just purchasing a toy for your child, you're giving them a friend that they can actually speak to, and it speaks back. It helps with social skills and relationship building, something you couldn't get from any other child's toy. It's really no surprise that Playtime Co. found the success that they eventually did. Playtime Co. has many different employees, all of which join the company at different times. But we know that one employee named Thomas Clark joined Playtime Co. in 1955, working as a pediatrician for the children that resided within a place Playtime Co. named Playcare. The 60s proved to be a critical turning point for the Playtime Corporation. After the huge success of Poppy Playtime for the past decade, it was time for Playtime to expand even further. Elliot dedicated himself once again to creating special toys. He would go on to hire 2 more notable employees, Jimmy Roth and Leith Pierre. Right? Jimmy Roth would become the chief marketing officer for the company, responsible for promoting the company's new toys to families around the country, while Pierre would become the head of innovation, a position very high in Playtime chain of command. In the year 1960, Playtime created the Make a Friend machine, used to create every single Playtime Co. toy for the market. It had the ability of autonomously creating toys without outside intervention. The creation of the Make-A-Friend machine was just a glimpse of Elliot
any of these
Ludwig's
machines with the
incredible
eyes on it
ingenuity
is so
and
weird,
would prove
dude.
invaluable for playtime.
So weird.
With the pursuit to create the next Poppy Playtime, the toy of Bron was created.
What's
a small
that?
red dinosaur that wouldn't have the commercial success that Poppy
I
did,
do know this
but it
guy.
would
He's
prove
always
its
dead in
usefulness
every
decades
room I
later.
enter. Damn, 1966 already? I'm gonna watch
Get a
this,
look
so
at this
I'm
guy.
not... Okay,
This is Boxy Boo, a toy created 5 years after the creation of Bron. Unfortunately, Boxy Boo was also a bit of a commercial
haven't seen
failure,
this one. I haven't
not
seen this
selling
toy.
nearly as much as Poppy or Bron.
1979.
It's actually pretty wild when you think of the gigantic time gaps between toys
That's
being
Wally
created.
Wally?
But it's in 1979 that Candy Cat was born, a toy made with the hopes of reaching a new generation in the new decade of the 80s.
1983.
It was in
Damn,
83
we're
that we had our
jumping, like,
first big
we're
confirmed
jumping so
failure of a
much.
toy idea,
Oh, he's in
notably
Project
Kick Me
Playtime. What's
Paul.
that?
I mean, look at this abomination.
What the hell is
Somebody
that?
literally just drew a face on an orange,
That looks
gave
like
it
a little
arms and a
orange.
hat. Playtime recognized the stupidity of the design and rejected the toy, mentioning how the toy was laughed out of the presentation and that nobody liked him. Despite its rough reception the first time around, it was actually resubmitted for consideration. Jimmy Roth, the chief marketing officer, believed that the sellability of the toy would be more impacted on its name rather than its appearance. Despite attempts at actually renaming the toy, it was once again
Can we
denied,
think of a
and
better
Kick Me
name
Paul
than
would take its
Paul?
rightful place in the room later known as the
Add Y
rejection
to
room.
name. 1984. Jeez, like we're just jumping
34
so fast.
years after the creation of Poppy
That's when we
Playtime
come
will
back,
come
is
the
1984?
second major selling success in Playtime
when we come back?
Corporation's lifespan.
Oh,
This
no.
time the creation of
No,
a
no,
toy
no, no,
named
okay.
Huggy Wuggy.
Never mind. That's
The
when he
purpose of this toy was its ability to give children hugs using its long arms and pleasant and welcoming demeanor. It became one of Playtime's most successful
hold on.
products.
I gotta go get my sandwich. What is ready? Chat. I'm back. I got my sandwich. Start it.
And was quickly considered a signature toy alongside Poppy Playtime. The company looked to take a double dip on the
they
Huggy
made Kissy
Wuggy
Missy the year
concept,
after?
releasing a feminine counterpart called Kissy Missy only a year later. Little is known, however, on how well Kissy Missy sold, since it's actually not mentioned thus far. It's not until the late 80s that Playtime released their new series of toys called
what
the
game is
Swap
that in?
Balls.
I don't
The
remember going
concept
up
was
there.
essentially
What game is
two
that?
animals mixed together. Genius. The two new toys released for this line were Catbee and PJ Pugapilla. Both sold well, but still failed to compare to the
Catbee?
selling power
Catbee is
of Poppy
cool.
Playtime and Huggy Wuggy.
PJ? Nah, dude. Nah.
This was around the time of the employment of Harley Sawyer. His co-workers would notably call him the Doctor, or Dr. Sawyer, as we would come to
we're
find
learning about
out
the
during
Doctor.
Project Playtime. There are numerous VHS tapes found throughout Project
That's another
Playtime
thing too. I didn't
that
watch
give
all
us
the
a
VHSs.
perspective on just who Harley Sawyer was. Firstly, Harley found out that Playtime Corporation, the biggest toy manufacturing company on the planet, was actually doing secret experiments on rats. Elliot Ludwig was experimenting on a rat, changing its feeding cycles and submerging it within a gel-like mixture
can't even
made from
read
poppy
that,
flowers.
like-
He thinks that the properties of the poppy flower offer life-altering properties, and it's attempting to revive the rat after a week of being submerged within the gel. We can see at this stage that the experiments have failed, but he is interested in the idea that something larger could yield different results. Harley knew that the company could face bankruptcy if the public were to find out and they were to get sued, so he decided to find a solution to the problem. In a VHS tape, we can see the moment that Sawyer approached Playtime Co. about their experiment issues. which he believed stemmed from declining profits and the fact that lower level employees that should have no knowledge of such experiments actually witnessed it with their own eyes. It was a lawsuit waiting to happen, so Sawyer proposed an idea of developing large toys that would increase the workforce and also cut staff costs at the same time. It also lowers the chances that an employee...
So before they even started doing experiments, like Huggy Wuggy and Kissy Missy, they helped in Playtime Co.
He would talk to outside sources about what they've been witnessing within Playtime, a win-win all around. He calls his solution the Bigger Bodies Initiative, and requests that he oversee and lead the project, something which Playtime eventually agreed to. They would go on to build a factory within Playtime called the Game Station. It would work hand in hand with the Bigger Bodies Initiative and Elliot Ludwig's earlier experiments. This required the testing of human subjects, notably orphans. See, it's not actually specified when the facility was created, but Playtime Co. built another facility much earlier called Playcare, far below the Playtime building. Playcare acted as an orphanage, housing orphan children in a manufactured sphere. Elliot believed it was a place that could help a child muster a smile. It contained a school, housing, and a play area for the children. The children of Playcare would be sent to the newly built game station to play games, but in reality, they were being tested. Each orphan would have a Playtime Co. toy assigned to them. Think of it almost like a moniker. They would then go through the 3 games presented within the game station, and proctors would assess their brain speed, efficiency, reaction time, problem solving, physical endurance, agility, and the strength of the child, rating them on a scale of 5 stars using nearby observation rooms. This was of course something that the orphans were unaware of at the time of playing, instead thinking that they were just playing games. It is unknown when these employees were actually hired, but at some point Playtime Co. hired somebody named Stella Graybar. Little is actually...
So these weren't like just games for kids to play. They are actually finessing these children.
known about her, other than the fact
later.
that she was responsible for the assessment of the children from the game station. Proctors would send their assessment forms of all of the orphans to Stella for review, and it's also shown at some stage that Stella was put in charge of play care at some point also. If the orphan performed well and Stella signed off on it, the child would be taken from play care from Dr. Sawyer and used in experiments associated with the Big Bodies Initiative. See, Sawyer was attempting to turn these orphans into their assigned toy at the time of testing, a procedure that was incredibly difficult and required the use of poppy gas, refined from an earlier experiment of Elliot Ludwig. After the Bigger Bodies Initiative was implemented, Playtime was able to use them to fulfill a variety of jobs and tasks, ranging from security and child management within their game station. It acted as an automated process for Playtime. No paychecks, no breaks, and more importantly,
so we're
no
not
risks.
even up to the first game
This was
yet.
also the year that another toy was created, this time Mummy Longlegs. She had elongated and stretchy arms that allowed children to bind her around any surface and have her hang, a bit like a spider. The reason for this was Playtime wanting to test their new stretchy plastic material, and they used Mummy Longlegs as a device to do so. Another significant event that took place in this year has to do with a child within Playcare named Theodore Gramble. He was a 7-year-old boy that was considered troubled by the Playcare counselor, Joel Sinclair.
What was his name? Wait, rewind.
Plastic material, and they used Mummy Longlegs as a device to do so.
First sip for you.
Another significant event that took place in this year has to do with a child within Playcare named Theodore Gramble. He was a 7-year-old boy that was considered troubled by the Playcare counselor, Joel Sinclair. Theodore regularly spoke and made drawings about a friend of his. Sinclair believed this to simply be an imaginary friend, hardly unusual for a child his age. In reality, this imaginary friend of Theo's was not imaginary at all. It was another experiment that was conducted by Playtime that was created at an unspecified time in the past called the Prototype, or Experiment 1006. This was the first ever successful project that Playtime ever did in their attempt at creating an ideal worker for the Bigger Bodies Initiative. Prototype has shown to have a very high level of intelligence. being able to take advantage of security weak points to get the upper hand on Playtime Co. staff. Numerous VHS tapes could be found of interviews held by Dr. Sawyer with Experiment 1006 that shows its ability to mimic voices and study the different staff members at Playtime Co. Prototype
So
was
the Prototype
secretly
has always
speaking to
been
one
around.
of the orphans,
It's always been around.
Theodore Gramble. He would go on to gain the trust of the young boy and convince him to steal one of the Playtime grab packs and use it to open a maintenance door inside of Playcare with the hopes of escape. Unfortunately, due to Theodore's young age, he did not properly understand how to operate the Playtime
even
grab
read
pack
that.
and electrocuted himself
I
on the
can
door,
read-
requiring immediate medical intervention to save his life. Both
So
the
he
school
almost died.
counselor, Joel Sinclair, and Playtime pediatrician, Thomas Clark, collectively concluded that Theodore's imaginary friend was actually real, since two people were required to open the maintenance door, and Clark even reported seeing Theodore's friend with his own two eyes. Theodore would later be taken in for emergency medical care after the accident, with Dr. Sawyer
Theodore
deciding to try and implement Theodore into the Bigger Bodies initiative since the
Oh my god, they're gonna put
opportunity
Theodore
arose.
in the Prototype.
They
No way,
assigned
no way.
him the toy of Catnap, despite numerous other orphans being considered for that particular toy. The procedure is said to have taken 4 hours longer than expected, but overall was successful, thus turning Theodore Gramble into the monster version of Catnap. He would act as a type of protector.
So Catnap is Theodore Gramble. Ain't no way. So I killed Theodore Gramble.
For the children within Playcare, and have the ability to help the children sleep using the red gas developed by Playtime. This would also assist staff in taking
Oh, yeah, I
different
don't like
orphans
that, dude.
away during their
Oh,
sleep,
nah.
so as not to rouse suspicion from the other children, blaming their absence the next morning on illness.
January 1991.
An employee named Patty Hall would be disciplined for sabotaging a retail shipment, mismatching 57 paint canisters, resulting in a huge amount of toys that would not be able to be sold. The revenue loss was significant, and Playtime Co. suggested that they had evidence to show for it as an act of defiance against the company. Patty would be demoted and sent downstairs to storage for further instruction, likely being killed down there. It would take a few months until Playtime would
What the hell
introduce
is
the
that?
toy version of their newly created
Fostering
servant,
happiness?
Catnap.
Adopt an
He would be
orphan
introduced
today.
with a whole new line of toys jointly named the Smiling Critters. The line consisted of Bobby Bear Hug, Bubba Bubbaphant, Crafty Corn,
Oh, yeah,
Dog
these are-
Day,
these are,
Hoppy
yeah, 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 yeah.
Hopscotch, Kickin' Chicken, Picky Piggy, and of course Catnap. They would receive their own cartoon series of the same name in an attempt to advertise the new
but you
Playtime
know what I
Co.
don't
toy
understand?
line
They-
to the
none
public.
of them
The
had powers
popularity was
besides
instantly
Catnap. Only
felt,
Catnap had
and they would
powers.
quickly become the new main mascots for Playcare, as well as now introducing new toys for the Bigger Bodies initiative to use with different orphans. The toy line, however, was not all sunshine and rainbows. It did have some serious hiccups. The Catnap toy had some serious manufacturing faults,
Dude, he
which had a
looks
small
weird
toy
there.
spill out the red smoke mixture that was being used within Playcare instead of the intended lavender extract. This caused any child in possession of a Catnap doll to experience serious and violent nightmares. This got the attention of the media due to some bad press about the Catnap doll, and Playtime was forced to recall the Catnap dolls completely and even removed it from the Smiling Critters cartoon and advertisements going forward. However, Theodore, aka the monster version of Catnap, remained within Playcare, which was unknown to the public.
But they like I don't get that. They like
A report can be found
They can't
regarding
do anything
Theodore's
to Catnap.
procedure and what
Catnap is
happened
just the
shortly
strongest 'cause he
after.
put them to
Stella
sleep.
Graybar mentioned how the children reacted to the Bigger Bodies version of Catnap, with half of them being terrified and breaking
He's
into
gentle,
tears.
even a bit
Stella
shy,
had
and I think the kids
reservations
find that
about
endearing.
1188 in Playcare, but the children have warmed up to him since their first meeting, even regarding him now as a friend, saying that Catnap is gentle and even shy, but Stella is now pleased with his overall impact thus far. Laith Pierre points out that Catnap had erratic behavior in the weeks following the experiment, which has now calmed down. He does mention his concern, however, over the relationship between 1188 and 1006, otherwise known as Catnap and Prototype.
Oh, yeah,
Apparently,
yeah, yeah,
whenever
'cause
the
my
two are in the
bro-
same
yeah.
room, Catnap
worships him.
follows Prototype around like a lost puppy, and Prototype doesn't seem to mind at all, noting the risk that Prototype could influence Catnap.
I get why I connected the dots. It's because Theodore he had that invisible friend or whatever, and it was the prototype. Now that Theodore's in Catnap, you know, Catnap still likes, or Theodore still likes the prototype. I've connected them.
In the future.
Oh, I get it though.
A Playtime employee by the name of Marcus Brickley.
Did they ever explain? He doesn't even explain why he likes the prototype. Why Theodore or Catnap likes the prototype. He just said that that was like his invisible friend. Is that just the reasoning? That's
Played
it?
wonderfully by fellow YouTuber Jacksepticeye, has an interview with Leith Pierre regarding a sighting on a long creature with what he described having 50 legs during his shift at Playtime. This was later revealed to be the monster version of PJ Pugapilla, the toy released in the 70s under the Swapimals toy line. This gives us our first example that not all employees at Playtime were aware of the Bigger Bodies initiative, and that it was on a need-to-know basis within the company. We can also come to find out that around this stage that Playtime Co. has been successful in creating numerous other experiments that...
One thing also that I learned is that like the person that we're playing is literally just called the player, and that he worked for Playtime Co. That's it. Like, what is that? There's no lore on the person we're playing? That's a little ass.
Serve the Playtime factory in numerous ways. For example, Experiment 1170, otherwise referred to as Huggy Wuggy, has been developed into a monster form from an unnamed orphan. He serves as the factory's security, while Experiment 122...
Playtime Co. has designed hundreds of distinct toys, but none connected with people more than that of Huggy Wuggy. Our founder, Elliot Ludwig, aimed to create a toy which could hug you forever. As in always true, Playtime Co.'s 4-step process creating the most lifelike toys was a success. With a bit of string and polyester, our lovable pal, Blue Pal Huggy, was brought to life. Huggy Wuggy has gone on to be Playtime Co.'s most popular and best-selling toy so far. Oh my god, what is that? Is that a Johnson? Nah, dude.
2, otherwise referred to as Mummy Longlegs, serves as the game station host and carer for the orphans while they undergo their trials. Boxy Boo, which also has a monster form, is responsible for dealing with any and all lower-ended employees that might learn about the Bigger Bodies initiative, disposing of them so Playtime doesn't have any intel leak or potential lawsuit on their hands.
I thought it was later than that.
The head of information technology, Rowan Stoll, makes contact with Leith Pierre about the possibility that Huggy Wuggy, who is disguising himself as a statue during Playtime tours, could hold nanny cameras within its eyes, since he has had multiple guests complaining that the Huggy Wuggy statue is staring at the children, something that Stoll believes to be true. This shows that Stoll was also unaware of the Bigger Bodies initiative at the time of this report, despite being a higher-ended employee at Playtime Co.
It
is at this stage that we can see that Rowan...
I put every gameplay of me playing Poppy's Playtime, Poppy Playtime 1, 2, and 3 all on YouTube if you guys want to see that.
Stoll has more likely than not found out about the Bigger Bodies initiative, and is now attempting to go back on his earlier reports to Pierre,
I forgot about
saying
this.
that he interviewed the maintenance guy and found that he just simply failed to lock Huggy Wuggy's eyes in place, causing them to dangle out. A clear lie, but informed Pierre that there would be no more videos about these instances from him.
1991.
Rowan Stoll makes a note over an old employee confidentiality agreement, stating that he will soon be killed. He feels that Playtime Co. are aware that Rowan knows about the initiative, and have been writing him up for disciplinary measures consistently since his last report in May, mentioning that only 4 days prior somebody loosened the bolts on his car wheels, causing him to almost die in a car accident. He plans on escaping and fleeing Playtime Co., but intends to first expose the Bigger Bodies initiative to the world in just 1 week's time, using the server maintenance shutdown as a window to upload the evidence. He is also aware of a creature that eats people, and believes that he will be the next target of this creature, even mentioning how Leith Pierre is now a completely different person to his normal self, and is now clearly scared of him. Rowan Stoll attempts to upload his findings
I've
onto
never
the
seen this
server,
VHS.
but is consumed before he can upload anything by the creature
that's
that he feared in his previous message,
Never mind.
revealed now to be Boxy Boo.
Yeah, Boxy Boo. That's his name. That's his name.
It is on this day that Huggy Wuggy is seen on camera making an escape attempt. Staff alerted Playtime Co. security and they went into an almost immediate pursuit. This would result in the death of 5 employees and 6 would be missing. Huggy Wuggy was eventually caught using tranquilizers, but the damage caused was considerable.
What am I looking
Laith
at?
Pierre would go on to blame the incident on staff's negligence.
Yeah, I saw that he escaped.
It is
and he got,
within
like, a
this
mile
year
away.
that Playtime Co. released the
Boogie Bot.
Boogie Bot toy to their toy line, which was said to
Wally.
actually be a big success with customers.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
There is probably no date more important than this in the history of
okay,
Playtime
okay.
Co., since this is the day where the prototype, otherwise known as Experiment 1006, set up an incident later known as the Hour of Joy. Think of it as almost the
prototype
Playtime
set it up.
equivalent of Order 66. All of the toy creatures simultaneously turned hostile and killed every human being within the factory. This correlated with the transportation of Kissy Missy to Playcare as part of the Bigger Bodies contingency plan. But she would go on to break free from her constraints during the Hour
I
of
didn't even
Joy
see this
and
tape.
murdered the employees tasked with moving her. From the knowledge that we currently have, only 2 employees are known to have actually survived this event, Laith Pierre and an unnamed employee that would later become the protagonist for the main series years later. There is, however, technically a group of
Mr. Light.
survivors
Oh,
that
hell no.
remain unnamed and are the protagonists during Project Playtime.
Is that
The
Kissy
toys would
or
go on
Poppy?
to dispose of the
Poppy,
employee
Puggy.
corpses by dragging them down to the lower levels of the factory and would actually use them as a source of food. Laith Pierre would later send survivors down to collect toy parts, and this would be the events that transpired during Project Playtime. The survivors would be hunted by Boxy Boo, Huggy Wuggy and Mummy Longlegs. Eventually, Playtime Co. stopped sending in survivors, and the Bigger Bodies initiative came to a close as a result. This would lead to a food shortage for the monsters that remained within the facility, and would lead them to eat smaller experiments to stay alive. The toy
They're
and the
eating
toy
other
parts would be
toys?
grafted onto Experiment 1006, ultimately reviving them and keeping them alive for the next decade, despite the
Okay. Another thing. Wow, we're only 20 minutes in. Wow, good video. Shit's about to ramp up. But what I'm gonna say is, why did they lock up Poppy? I don't know if he's gonna get into that, but like, why was Poppy locked up? Or do we learn that in like 4 and 5 or something? Like, don't spoil if it's not in 1, 2, and 3.
food crisis. An ex-employee and survivor of the Hour of Joy receives a letter from a supposed surviving employees within the old facility and would take on the responsibility of returning to the Playtime factory in search of them. This would lead us into the story shown within Poppy
this is Poppy
Playtime
Playtime
Chapter
1.
1,
Okay.
the subsequent chapters thereafter. At the current point of creating this video, there have only been a total of 3 chapters released, with the 3rd releasing only a few weeks ago, and I will continue to update this list with future updates. However, now it's time to get into what actually happened for the ex-employee
God,
as they
Wally.
travel through the facility. I will add, there will be a slight overlap with information that was already given, since most of the information is found throughout the journey, but we will expand further on what is found. There is also a significant amount of information found that is not dated, and all of that will be included in the 3-chapter breakdown. So without further ado, let's get into the events that transpired for the ex-employee.
Okay. This is where we lock in.
We're
for real.
given a very small piece of background information as we head into our new story. Firstly, we are an ex-employee of Playtime Corporation and have returned to the factory after everybody within the factory went missing. A short video plays as the gentleman tells us about a brand new doll named Poppy that has just been invented, calling it the most intelligent doll in the world. Poppy can apparently have an entire conversation with a child. It actually has the ability to answer questions, and they even have a goddamn advertisement for it. For just $2.99, you too can be murdered by Annabelle's distant cousin. Come, join us at
Murdered?
Poppy's Playtime. Yeah, I
don't kill
don't
nobody.
think so, pal. We get ourselves a letter stating that everybody thinks that the people disappeared 10 years ago, but they're all still there, and to just simply find the flower. If you've been missing for 10 years, and you're sending me cryptic messages in the mail, you better believe I am not replying to that crap. That is some serial killer type of bait that quite frankly I will not fall for. But we wouldn't have a game if we had common sense, so here we are, inside one of the creepiest damn buildings imaginable. We have trains that move on their own, and decade-old VHS tapes that we can get some backstory from. Firstly, we hear about a man named Leith Pierre. He is the head of innovation at Playtime Co. Toy Factory. The tape in question is actually played on loop whenever the factory is empty. So he points out that if you're hearing this tape, that means that you're an intruder. Playtime Corporation specializes in both children's toys and deadly security protocols. It gives us a warning telling us to leave if we know what's good for us. And of course we choose to ignore that threat and face the threat head on. Another VHS tape explains a contraption used around the factory called a grab pack. It's essentially a jetpack with hands, something I think that even Elon Musk would be quite proud of, to be honest. Introducing our very first creepy puppet. Created in 1984, this is Huggy Wuggy. Yes,
sir,
that is the name. Remember that these hellspawns are meant for children. Huggy Wuggy is considered by Playtime Corporation as being one of the best toys for connecting people together. The founder of the company, Elliot Ludwig, created Huggy Wuggy with the intention of being able to hug you forever. It was a success by using Playtime Co.'s 4-step process to create lifelike toys, and is actually the most popular and best-selling toy that they have so far. Doing some puzzles gives us a key and we can continue further into this hellscape. We have to divert some power around and find a company poster that pretty much points out that old Pierre didn't like getting spooked very much. When we arrive back out, Huggy Wuggy is gone.
Yep.
Of course it is. Another VHS tape suggests that Huggy Wuggy's boxes have been going missing on a regular basis, according to the workers, mentioning how the toys are meant for orphans, since the whole hugging thing. But they've been getting a lot of heat from the higher-ups for constantly misplacing the boxes. We get ourselves our first upgrade by finding our right hand for the grab pack and head further into the facility. This time to a type of toy assembly area called a Maker Friend. Elliot Ludwig invented the Maker Friend machine in 1960 and is deemed one of the most creative, impressive, and advanced things that he...
When was the first game based in? What year was it? What year was the first game based in? I don't know. It's 1990 something, right?
Has ever created. It is solely responsible for every single Playtime Co. toy sold on the market today, using parts and paint to assemble the toy, and can even do a quality inspection on its own. Essentially, this machine is responsible for probably hundreds of people losing their jobs, in all reality, but quite an impressive piece of machinery, especially for the 1960s. Another VHS tape is an interview with a Playtime Co. employee named Stella. She is asked why she wanted to work at the facility, stating that she has loved playing with toys when she was young and seeing it as magical. And she wanted to provide kids with the same magical experience that she felt as a kid. Then she goes really deep and quite morbid, explaining how you don't really ever stop being a kid. Your body just gets older and older, and while you're still a kid deep down, you just sort of get old until you die, pointing out how human bodies can't handle getting older, while things like trees can stay alive for much longer than a person. The oldest person to ever live is still younger than most trees, pointing out that being young is always relative to something else. Just the sort of morbid conversation that we need from our child toy maker employee. Great stuff. We get the machine up and running and begin feeding parts into the Maker Friend machine until it pops out this little cat bee thing. Using the toy, we can exit the room, since nobody can leave without a toy. Holy crap!
Yeah,
Some frantic running through the tunnels, and some close calls later, we can find writing on much of the tunnels, saying things such as stop, turn back, and danger. We send Huggy Wuggy on his way into the depths of the facility, which is apparently hundreds of feet deep. Surprisingly, they seriously have an entire evil lair here. What is also quite interesting is the fact that Huggy Wuggy, which is supposed to be a toy, seems to be leaving an awful lot of bloodstains wherever it hit on his way down. A great lack of stuffing, which is quite concerning to say the least. Another VHS is a log of an employee in relation to something codenamed 1006, named the Prototype. It mentions how coordination and cooperation are part of its skill set, much like the other experiments of his type, pointing out that the missing people are likely in relation to him, and that his absence was a flaw in the scientific process, since he should never have been unaccounted for.
I literally just realized, me watching this when I watched this at the end of Poppy Playtime 1, I didn't even notice the hand. I didn't even know who that was. Wow.
This log serves as a lesson and warning going forward to new employees. Future experiments are to be contained and disposed of in a secure location. The person speaking goes on a bit of a rant about how great he is and what this means for science before biting the bullet, just like the rest of them. We can find the big flower that references the flower mentioned at the beginning on the letter from the missing people. Totally not a trap at all. Not to mention our little bee cat friend from earlier is now hung from the roof with blood on it and numerous written warnings. So nothing ominous about this situation in the slightest. We head inside to a much better decorated area, if I don't say so myself. Look, they actually have wallpaper and lights. There is, however, a creepy room down the hall that leads directly to the Poppy doll. Remember when I called Poppy the cousin of Annabelle? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, look at the casing. You cannot tell me that is not a reference to the real doll.
Dude.
Poppy awakes and mentions how we opened her case and it cuts to black. And thus marks the end of Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. However, I do want to share a hidden VHS that could be watched on the Mob Entertainment YouTube channel, which gives some insight into Poppy.
VHS.
The VHS tape is titled Poppy Playtime Doll Maintenance Video and had a clear warning to not actually continue watching the tape. A warning that we will continue to ignore because this is a horror game, damn it, and we will never heed any warnings. First step, paint her face. Second step, polish her shoes. Then we just skip 3 steps and brush her hair. Now we've thrown steps out altogether. What the hell is going on here? So it seems that Poppy also has human blood, and the maintenance person has removed what appears to be a device from her back. She is all better now, still creepy as all hell, but better.
What was that?
Timeline-wise, we're jumping off
Bro's
where we
gonna
left
skip
off in
over
the
like
first
it
chapter,
doesn't
and we
matter.
are greeted with another amazing Playtime Co. advertisement. This one is titled Mummy Longlegs, and is dated February 2nd, 1991, and of course contains a spooky face that appears for like a millisecond. It's actually embarrassing how long it took me to pause on this exact frame, but there you go, nightmares, you're welcome. Mummy Longlegs has elastic arms and legs that allows her to tie herself around objects and do some crazy spider type crap. In normal Playtime Co. fashion, we have our advert going from bright, fun and energetic to dark, dismal and horrible in a matter of seconds. As images of a person running through the city is shown, the voice of Poppy can be heard saying to wake up, and she even makes a subtle appearance with her face appearing in the image. We find ourselves back in the Red Room, now with Poppy missing from the container that she once resided in. It leaves us heading back into the facility as we can see pictures of Huggy Wuggy and another toy. Now it's a little bit of a spoiler, but this character is named Bron. We actually briefly saw the toy version of this guy in the first chapter, but keep his name in mind. We find the door with the name Elliot Ludwig above it. This is the owner of Playtime Co., and we saw him briefly in the video at the start of chapter 1. The door is locked, but the voice of Poppy can be heard calling out to us, telling us which way to go. Again, I don't think I'm going to be listening to the newly released Demon Doll, but we are already so committed at this point. It is what it is. We find a cardboard cutout of Huggy Wuggy, looking much more pleasant than our previous meeting. We can hear his voice now, and to be honest, he sounds a bit like Goofy.
Does someone need a hug?
You can't fool me, pal, I'm familiar with your game. We get the key and open Elliot's door. The room is full of children's drawings and of different Playtime Co. toys and messages to Ludwig, not to mention another VHS tape, and a note describing an experiment 814. It mentions an experiment utilizing a live rat. It was fed 3 food portions daily for 2 weeks. At the end of the 2 weeks, the rat was killed and submerged into a poppy flower and preservative gel mixture. A week later, an electric shock was applied to the rat while it was still in the gel, in an attempt to revive it. The rat remained unresponsive. They still believe in the potential of the poppy flower. Its unusual properties lead them to believe that the proper mixture and procedure could actually have life-altering properties. Not to mention that the poppy flower also holds heavy symbolism, something they believe has great meaning, before signing off mentioning that perhaps something larger than a rat would yield different results. This VHS is sort of a type of documentary, explaining just how much of a great man Elliot Ludwig was, with a notable black box placed over his face in each of the pictures of him. The video goes on to explain how much of a hard worker he is, and how he constantly looks to innovate and create new things. In the 1960s, Ludwig lost a close family member, and focused his time into creating the Playtime Corporation, pushing through his issues and depression. Just as it is about to explain the story from the beginning, the tape cuts off, as an ominous noise plays over the tape. Well, back to the corridors.
Yeah,
we come
bro,
to
I
find
can't with
Poppy
these
as she
vents.
is attempting to put the power back on, and she asks us for our help in doing
Yeah, she
so.
looks
Once
so
the power is
weird.
back on, she thanks us for freeing
Her
her
eyes look
and
like
tells
that.
us that she would like to repay the favor by helping us out of this place using the train codes that she has. She plans on guiding us and, more importantly, following us throughout the vent system. Poppy can be found sitting next to a giant hole and gets grabbed and pulled down
about
by
that.
a long pink arm. An educated guess would tell you that this is likely Mummy Longlegs. We jump down in pursuit, since the spooky demon doll is really our only lead out of here. It doesn't take long until we find Mummy Longlegs with Poppy. And not only does she steal our right hand, but also goes down the saw route and asks us to play a game
I
for the
actually
train
like Mummy
codes that
Longlegs, I
Poppy
can't
was
lie.
going to give us. We need to win 3 games to get the codes, and if we break the rules, she threatens to gut and eat our insides while we're still alive. Nice. Great. Once again, a lesson why you don't go into anything abandoned with reported disappearances or deaths. It's very simple. We head into the PlayStation and can find more drawings from kids with the Playtime Co toys, showing that they actually really do seem to like Mummy Longlegs. A recording is playing, welcoming us to
Yeah,
the
I
game
did not-
station.
bro.
The person on the recording is
Yeah, no,
somebody
I'm not
called
hugging
Stella,
her,
the
dude.
same employee that was having a life or death crisis in the first chapter. The first room we visit is the musical memory game, which
Hey, just got back from paintball. What's up, Butterball? Yo, Butterball, we can't hear you over the video. It's not pre-recorded, dude. Wait, you really can't hear me when the video is playing? Ain't no way.
involves us building and creating a green hand that will replace our lost red hand. We end up in another room with a bunch of televisions around, and we begin our game. It tests cognitive ability.
We can't hear you. That is cap. Speak up. I know you can hear me. Stop trolling.
Through sequence repetition. You see a color on the screen and a pattern. You need to repeat that pattern. Quite simple really, except for the twist that Bunzo, another Playtime Co toy, is descending from above us. If we succeed,
Turn up your mic, Butterball. Bro, my whole, my mic was down my throat. I don't know how else you could not hear me, dude. Stop trolling and tee up.
Bunzo goes further up. If we fail, Bunzo gets closer to us and we have a very bad day. Mummy Longlegs arrives but mentions how long it's been since this place has been up and running, and also putting out that old Bunzo there is quite hungry after all this time. We manage to get the puzzle done, till a point that it becomes goddamn impossible, so we hit the big old eject button, stopping the machine. Luckily, Mummy Longlegs thinks that the machine just broke and gives us part of the train code as a reward. We can come across Bron just sitting dormant, and not really doing a hell of a lot in the rejected room. Quite frankly, I appreciate it. It's a nice change. We find a tape and can see a toy speaking while sitting on the toilet. I was 100%...
I know you can hear me. He's just trolling because this guy's weird. I'm gonna just get to the point. Turn that mic, Butterball. I'm not fat! Okay.
convinced that this was Garfield when I first saw him, but apparently he has just been demoted as a toy due to its disgusting nature.
What the
with
hell
the
is
whole
that?
fact that the toy is called Sir Poops a Lot, and its whole gimmick is that it's crapping.
He's on the
I
shitter.
mean, the box even has a bunch of dad jokes. Management literally left a note for this thing saying that whoever came up
Your
with the
hair-
idea
my
should be
hair is
ashamed of
fat.
themselves. And quite frankly, I agree. But I'm not sure if the Sir Poops a Lot is a bloodthirsty demon toy just yet. But if he isn't, I'll give him a pass. We get back to the game station and get ready
Whack-a-wuggy.
for our special second game. Whack-a-Wuggy. You remember
This
that
game was
guy from
actually
chapter
easy.
1? Yeah, it's got to do with him. It's time to test our reaction time. A Huggy Wuggy will pop out from the holes around us and we need to hit the crap out of them. Pretty simple stuff. Mummy Longlegs mentions that the toys used to have strings attached to them to stop them from getting too close to the kids, but we of course don't have that luxury. After some wuggy whacking, we get another congratulations and yet another train code and head back towards the game station. We do, however, get a visit from this friendly chap, a pink-looking Huggy Wuggy, who opens up the door for us and politely lets
Kissy.
us through without murdering us. A step in the right direction. This toy is called Kissy Missy. We saw her a few times in artwork throughout chapter 1 and 2. We get another VHS and hold up, is that Jacksepticeye?
Oh,
What
yeah.
the hell? I can't say I expected to see him here. Well, it's not actually Jacksepticeye. He's playing a character called Marcus
I was gonna
Brickley,
say.
another employee here at Playtime Corporation.
look?
He describes seeing a creature during his shift that startled him, explaining to Leith Pierre
Who even
he
is
described it
that?
as being 50 feet long with thousands of legs, and it's
I'm not
absolutely
50 years
terrified
old,
of
you
it.
weirdo.
Pierre tries to dissuade Marcus, mentioning that it was probably
I'm not
just a
even
bunch of
half
people.
that. And I
Something
don't
Marcus
goon
is
to
quick
mommy
dismiss.
longlegs.
Pierre asks if anyone else knows about this, to which Marcus replies that nobody else knows. This tape is actually quite interesting because it puts a few things into perspective. Firstly, the VHS is called Potential Problem.
I'm not looking
which
that
doesn't
shit.
bode
I'm
well
not
for
looking that
Marcus's
shit
fate.
up.
Also, this shows that some, if not all of the general Playtime Co. employees don't actually know what's going on with the living creatures here. Now, if you're wondering what creature Marcus saw, we'll be meeting it very shortly. We arrive back at the game station and can begin our third and final game. This time, statues.
I didn't even know
We can see
Jacksepticeye
a
was in the
poster
game.
as we head into the area of a centipede-like toy. The exact name of this is PJ Pugapilla, and this is likely the creature that Marcus saw. We get into the arena and begin our game. The basis of this is that the lights will flicker from on and off. When they are off, we can move. When they're on, we cannot. PJ Pugapilla here will follow us throughout, trying to catch us. And I mean, look at this thing. It is like the worst puppy imaginable. Mummy Longlegs comes back and explains how the orphan children would come here
For
to play
my
at the facility
safety?
and would call her mummy, since she was the closest thing that they had to one. But she feels wronged by them, since they would leave her after playing the games. She feels that she was left here to die, and doesn't feel that she deserved that. But since we were a previous...
So this is who I look like. Me and him have nothing in common. We have nothing in common. Oh my god, my camera's blurry. Oh my... Look what you did. Look what you did. My god. Wait, I gotta fix my cam. Wait. Just turn the cam off. Thanks, bro. I fixed it. When are you starting stream? Yo, just give it another hour. I'm gonna start in an hour, dude. Like, is that what you want to hear? I don't know what you want to hear. You have the same hairline. Oh wait, there's no hairline. This kid is so weird.
employee here, we do deserve it. We start running for our damn life in what is one of the most nerve-wracking games in the facility, I won't lie. We break into the control room and can find 2 more documents.
This game actually made me shit my pants.
By Sarah Abel. It is a test subject form, stating that a subject named Michaela Hyssop is being assigned the toy of Candy Cat. It is evaluating Michaela's scores throughout the games at the game station, which now appears to have been used to assess orphan children for suitability in some kind of experiment. Firstly, Michaela got a rating of 3 in the musical memory, the rating being between 1 and 5, mentioning that she would get panicked whenever she got the pattern incorrect. In the Wacka Wuggy game, she also got a rating of 3, struggling with the grab pack and was slow to notice them in the first place, but did actually react quite quickly when she did notice them. And finally, she got a rating of 1 in the statues game, the worst score possible, since Michaela wasn't paying attention and apparently was screaming and pointing at nothing.
Oh yeah.
The note ends abruptly with blood in the corner, suggesting that Sarah was possibly attacked while writing it. From the other document found was another test subject assessment form, written by Matteo Lata. It is also for Michaela Hyssop, but this time around her scores are much better, scoring a 4 in musical
The games were
memory
actually
and
fairly
3 in
easy.
Wacka Wuggy and 4 in statues. But it also states that she lacks focus on the statues game, pointing out that there's something that's drawing her attention elsewhere. The page ends abruptly also, meaning that Matteo was likely attacked or killed at the same time that Sarah was. We head downstairs as Mummy Longlegs calls out to us, mentioning that we won, and return to her immediately so she can give us the final code. But it is pretty damn obvious that we would not survive that encounter, since she openly states that she wants to kill us. We find another document upstairs.
I'm not
this
looking
time
that
a
up, you
transfer
weirdo.
request for Mummy Longlegs, or otherwise known as Experiment 1222. It even states a real name, Marie Payne. It points out that she acts violently towards staff, but motherly towards other experiments since she is very protective of them. The staff view the hostility as problematic, but think that they have a solution. They want to transfer her to the high security maintenance, and have her see the children on a more regular basis, as they believe it would not only improve her behaviour, but she would also be unlikely to act out in front of the children. We find another VHS later that is Pierre addressing the complaints from people about a very large spider that was spotted by staff. He emphasizes that no spider that size exists and that a specialist team will come down here to
what's the
investigate
kid that's
and just
in
continue on with
Mommy
their jobs and
Longlegs?
quit complaining.
What's the name of the kids that's in Mommy Longlegs and Huggy Wuggy? We don't know. We don't know the.
Dear God.
Oh yeah, that
I
scared the
hate
shit out
jump
of me.
scares so much, I really do. Mummy Longlegs reminds us just how much she hates cheaters like us, and has decided to play one final game before she kills us. Hide and seek. While running throughout, we can find another document, this time addressed to Warren Barch Construction Company. It is written by Eddie M. N. Ritterman, in response to previous communication regarding the construction of an underground laboratory. The project needs to be in complete secrecy, only to be known by those with the proper authority at the two companies. Eddie offers $100,000 in exchange for the secrecy, and is also willing to provide excavation equipment, mentioning that the more independent that they work, the more he is willing to compensate them. It needs to be built within a 12-month period, but more than anything, it needs to be done correctly. This is likely the experimentation area that was mentioned earlier. We keep
Who is
going
Eddie?
into the facility and enter an incinerator to hide from Mummy Longlegs. I don't know how that's meant to work, but sure. Turns out it doesn't do much, since she pops back up and continues the chase. That is until we lead her into a compactor, which screws her up something wicked. A hand that resembles Mr. Scissorhands or Freddy Krueger appears and gently pulls what is remaining of Mummy Longlegs under the door. We can find another VHS tape in the next area that mentions an experiment 1006.
Like, I can't lie, I like Poppy's Playtime 2 a lot. It might be my favorite game. Like, well, to be honest, when you look at all the thumbnails of the games, so like you see Huggy for the first one, and then, you know, Mommy for the second, and so on and so forth. Doughy and, well, Mommy Longlegs looks like the worst. Like, I thought Mommy Longlegs looked so bad. I thought she was going to be a bad character. I actually liked her. 2 might be my favorite too, low key. Yo, I was on your OnlyFans stream last night with... I don't have an OnlyFans, you weirdo. Alright, moving on. Yeah. So, Mommy Longlegs, she might be my favorite. I don't really like Catnap. I can't lie. I don't really like Catnap. Huggy I like a lot too. I like Fuzzword. Fuzzword, yeah, Huggy. I like him a lot too, to be fair.
6. And we can see the same Scissorhand from before. It mentions how the experiment almost breached his containment, disabling the digital security measures in his room, using pieces to create a laser pointer, which he then used to disable the security camera. This gave him exactly 28 seconds of being unmonitored. When the security camera came back up, the room was empty. A specialist member went in to check and found 1006 hiding in the blind spot of the camera, still within the room. The experiment attempted to escape, but another specialist locked the door in time, while the other specialist remained inside, resulting in a single casualty. It points out that 1006 is considered the most intelligent experiment thus far by quite a margin, as well as a ready willingness to commit serious acts of violence. We now find ourselves above the game station and collect the final train code, not to mention another document asking for windows in the game station, since there isn't any.
I didn't pick that one up.
I won't say much more on it, since it really doesn't add anything meaningful to the lore, but hey, Dr. Matthew Wason
That's not my
wants
name.
some windows. Do with that what you will. There is also a guide to proctoring in the game station. This is likely who Sarah and Mateo were. It gives a step-by-step guide on what they wanted as well. Report to the control station, while keeping a minimal distance of 20 yards from Mummy Longlegs, due to the hostility mentioned before. 8 a.m. the train arrives.
Also what I was going to say is, what else I was going to say, I like with Huggy, you like throw the box down, he falls. Catnap, I like how Catnap kind of dies. I don't like how Mommy Longlegs dies. She gets caught in the compactor, whatever that thing's called. I don't like the way she dies. Can't lie. I don't really like it.
And all the children will be put inside the game station at once.
I wish she died in a way that you just like, are they just rage baiting? Nah, they definitely are. I wish Mommy Longlegs, the way she died was just like, I don't know, you like cut her limbs or something. Like that would be cool. I don't know. I think I didn't like the compactor.
The game order is the same as we did them. Musical memory, then Whack-A-Wuggy, and finally statues. One child should play the game at one time, and their performance recorded as relevant. The qualities being looked at are composure, memory, and pattern recognition in musical memory, hand-eye coordination and reaction time for Waka Wuggy, and finally, agility, strength, and speed for statues. Once the children have left, give all the reports to Stella Graybar. We speak with Poppy, who is much more monotone and creepy than before, which
why
I
does
didn't
she
even think was possible. She seems pretty happy
I didn't even notice that she looked like that.
about Mummy Longlegs' death, and tells us that it's time for us to leave using the train. We enter the code and begin our journey. The train here really reminded me of the train that we saw at the beginning of Chapter 1 that was moving on its own. Poppy thanks us again for saving her, calling us perfect. Too perfect, in fact, to leave, and changes the route on the train. She goes on to say that she's been waiting so long for somebody to open up her cage. She intends to set things right and believes that we will do whatever we must to help her. The train begins going very fast, and we attempt to slow it down, but it ends up crashing instead. The screen fades to black as Chapter 2 comes to an end. However, just like the first chapter, we have special VHS videos that can only be found on the Mob Entertainment YouTube channel. Firstly, the disappearance video. A man is seen driving a car while talking on the radio. He mentions that they have eyes on 1170 heading southbound. They are trying to cut him off, stopping him from getting to the public roads. We can also see cam footage from the 18th of June 1992, of which 1170 runs from the facility, which 2 staff members saw and hit the emergency alarm. We could
But they were just talking about this in the beginning. Why are you sending that still? I never did that. That was AI. Also, for this, weren't they showing this in the beginning? So they're kind of just going back, like they're going back to the beginning, what they were just talking about.
see
when
that
he gave the introduction.
1170 is Huggy Wuggy from the footage. Within 3 minutes, security staff and vehicles have begun pursuit, and it's mentioned that Huggy Wuggy has travelled over a half-mile in that time frame. They find him and prepare themselves as Huggy charges the car as the security team shoots tranquilizers at him, hitting him once. Huggy Wuggy has travelled over a half-mile in that time frame. They find him and prepare themselves as Huggy charges the car as the security team shoots tranquilizers at him, hitting him once in the left leg, but Huggy flees into the woods. They continue on foot and expand the search zone into nearby residential areas, but the increased range has caused issues with the team's radios. Now, 1 entire hour after 1170
I don't like
escaped, we can see cam footage of one of the security members that gets ambushed by Huggy Wuggy. I won't lie, these tapes are 1000% scarier than the actual game moments. These toys are no joke, man. In total, Huggy Wuggy killed 5 people, and there is now 6 people missing, all while sounding like the most horrific creature known to man. It took 4 hours to finally locate and successfully sedate 1170. The second tape is called Relocation, dated August 8th, 1995.
There is no OnlyFans stream.
From storage, the giant being Kissy Missy. They strap her for transport on a bunch of boards and load her onto the train. The tape has been tampered.
These tapes, these videos, are 1,000,000% scarier than the game.
With and has changed the 4th step to loosen the straps binding Kissy. We can see that this is likely the train that we rode at the end of Chapter 2, moving Kissy Missy. While more steps are changed in the tapes,
the train
once
codes.
Arriving at the location, we can see the staff dead alongside Kissy Missy. The final video is called Restoration.
So Kissy killed them? Kissy killed them, and then what? Was she just chained back up? I'm confused. I'm not playing that game, dude.
As we get a glimpse into the experiment room of Playtime Co. It mentions a test subject named Thomas Clark. He is 59 years old and is dying of cancer, and also notably a previous employee of Playtime Co. since 1955. He has even volunteered himself for experiment, codenamed Bigger Bodies Initiative.
We're about to be on Chapter 3.
The staff can be heard speaking to the Bron toy, asking if Thomas can hear them, and Bron moves his eye. He is even given the 1199 experiment number, and he has displayed cognitive ability, but it is estimated to be roughly half the intelligence level that he previously was as a human being. The staff believe that he probably fails to comprehend what is happening to him and how he became a toy. It's also noted that other experiments have noticed that 1199 is different.
So my bro got slimed. So he indeed, in fact, got slimed. Got turned into a toy. Got dumber. R.I.P. bro.
We can see footage
That's
of
Spawn.
1199 as the other experiments all surround him and actually attack him, almost killing him. The security team jumped in and stopped it.
They just slammed my boy out in 4K. They made Braun bite the curb. That is wow.
But 1199 still sustained considerable damage, particularly to his thyroid and throat, which were completely devoured. 12 hours of surgery was required to save his life and is now kept separate from the other experiments, and what I would personally describe as a worse fate than death.
Last chapter.
We open up with an entire animated short of the different toys at Playtime Co. called the Smiling Critters. Is it just me, or is the design choice to go back to having the entire eye black while the eye itself is white just adds this chilling undertone to these characters? The toys are having an issue falling asleep due to the loud winds outside when a knock at the door shows another toy arriving, much to the delight of the others. A purple cat named Catnap. Using a kind of...
Bro, they are so creepy looking, dude.
What I would presume is a toxin. It causes them all to fall asleep in the most horrific way possible, and it cuts to a news report, as the reporter mentions how the new Catnap toy might be dangerous for your children to play with. It was intended to...
They might. The Catnap toy might be dangerous for your child. How about you put that cat in your room and you get laced off Fent and you think that's safe for you?
Release with the same toys feature within the cartoon as they begin to sell in stores. But it's now facing controversy due to the inclusion of Catnap.
Dude.
See, Catnap seems innocent enough at first glance. You pull his tail and he seems to spray something from his mouth area of the toy. But things have begun to take a turn for the worse since parents are reporting that their children are experiencing strange and violent nightmares. The one thing in common among all of these children? The Catnap doll. Personally, after watching the end of that cartoon, it seemed pretty damn obvious that there is something much more sinister at play regarding that damn company. But at least the...
So my boy, who makes these toys, they're all going wrong, dude. Like, okay. They all go wrong. Like, Huggy just decided to chomp everybody. Mommy Longlegs wants to play games, but her games are fucked. And Catnap, he breathes Fent into the room and makes you go to sleep and makes you have nightmares of him. Nah, dude. Yeah, I think you should still be a toy company.
Parents are finally starting to clue in. Playtime Co. have recalled every Catnap doll released within the Smiling Critters line, and even removed him from all the promotional material. While the cause of the nightmares and dreams is still uncertain, it's clear that your children are not safe with Catnap. Cue the title screen. We continue from our previous story point in Chapter 2, as our main protagonist was knocked unconscious during the train crash, but while awaking we can see that something else currently has us in its grasp and is throwing us down a tube. A giant purple cat.
I forgot
I'm
about
sure
that.
It's just a coincidence and not at all related to the cartoon that we just watched. We're in a trash compactor and we need to get the hell out of here quickly, which we do, eventually finding a VHS of Claire Harper. It is an interview.
I didn't find that. Oh no, I did find that one. Oh my god, it's Smoke from Rainbow Six Siege.
As Claire is being asked questions regarding an incident. Claire explains that the children were going to sleep like any other night, while Catnap had the red smoke in the room with them. But suddenly, a scream. Claire mentions that this was not just a regular old nightmare. The pupils were dilated and their lips were quivering. I mean, look, if this was the thing tucking me in at night, I think I would also have the same goddamn reaction. That seems like a reasonable level of fear to me.
Dude.
Claire points out that the child's eyes were darting around the room, and even reported that it felt like her blood was boiling beneath her skin. Claire panics a little at the thought of what that child saw in the nightmare, to which the interviewer assures Claire that she will be getting the best support needed at Playtime Co. But before that, asks Claire if the child described what she saw. According to the child, it was a monster but colourless. Claire pointed out how hard the child's heart was pounding and that her movements were wild, arms flailing and kicking her legs. It was a dream, but for the child it was as real as anything. It was right there in front of her. Claire asks the interviewer if she can see the child again to check up on her since the event, but the interviewer advises against it, saying that they have many concerns that need to be addressed at this time, but assures Claire that the child's vitals are normal and they will continue to monitor her progress. Claire loses it, screaming, telling the interviewer that she isn't comforted by that, before subtly suggesting that the little girl is actually her daughter. We can actually find a note that gives more information on this young girl mentioned by Claire Harper. Firstly, it's an incident report that was filed by Harper, and it clearly shows her as a counsellor within Playcare. It goes over the same description of what happened to the young girl after she awoke from the nightmares, but this time we can find out that the young orphan's girl's name is Marie Payne. This is where it gets crazy. Marie Payne is the same name given to Mummy Longlegs, meaning that the young girl that was experiencing the nightmares and required medical aid is the same orphan that Playtime Co. used to create Mummy Longlegs. It also mentions that a bunch of boys have been picking on Marie, teasing.
We gotta dial that back. We gotta go back.
Goes over the same description of what happened to the young girl after she awoke from the nightmares, but this time we can find out that the young orphan's girl's name is Marie Payne. This is where it gets crazy. Marie Payne is the same name given to Mummy Longlegs, meaning that the young girl that was experiencing the nightmares and required medical aid is the same orphan that Playtime Co. used to create Mummy Longlegs. It also mentions that a bunch of boys have been picking on Marie, teasing her during playtime. Harper says that it should be addressed, before warning Playtime Co. to not allow anything to happen to her little girl again. We find a phone on the wall ringing and a young...
So we just learned who's in Mommy Longlegs. Marie Payne. I did not know that. And Marie Payne gets picked on. And she also experienced the nightmares by Catnap.
Child answers. He mentions that he doesn't want us to die and that we look lost, so they plan on helping us, providing us a battery in order to get out of the room. We can even find the train wreckage from before, to which the child points out that Catnap found us in there. He says how mad we must be at Poppy for trying to stop us from escaping, but emphasizes that she needs our help. They need us, and we are their mission, believing that we could save a lot of people. We're pointed towards a place named Playcare, a home of Catnap, and it's mentioned how there used to be 8 of the smiling critters, but now there's only Catnap left, and that Playcare is his church and hunting ground. This, by the way, is a great big example of why we should not go there. Avoid that place at all costs, please, for the love of God.
Yeah, the beginning of the game, bro goes, yeah, this is where he stays. This is where Catnap stays. This is where, this is Catnap's hunting ground. Let's go there. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, what are we doing now? Are we dumb?
The kid introduces himself as Ollie as we head down the tunnel. We get inside a tram as it begins to move and a film is played. The film in question is narrated by none other than Elliot Ludwig, the creator of this place. He goes on a big speech about a particular thing that he believes the world needs more of. Asking different people, he got a variety of answers, including money, consideration, and faith. But for him, the answer is smiles. He points out that a smile is hope, love, and understanding, and he loves nothing more than being the reason that a child smiles. Creating a world with more hope and love. A place where children can smile and be protected. A safe home. So, Playtime Co. created Playcare, an on-site orphanage. It is its own community and ecosystem beneath the facility, a place dedicated to ensuring a child's smile. I do have to say, by the way, that this sequence really felt inspired by the opening sequence of BioShock. Think about it. The creator of the world giving their world perspective that leads them to create their optimal world. The slow panning shots while the narration plays in the background. Not to mention that both worlds being under something. Rapture was underneath the ocean, hidden away from the rest of the population, much like Playcare, hidden below the facility, away from everybody above. Oh, and also, who else did we speak to over a radio that guided us through the city? Just a thought. When we arrive, it's actually not too bad at first. That is until you take 2 steps and can see the blood on the stairway. Nice. Ollie rings and mentions that kids used to live down here, and now it's a mess. Yeah, no crap. We need to head down below the central statue in order to power everything within Playcare, and this place is quite large. We can find these little boards that show different members of the Smiling Critters, including Picky Piggy, Hoppy Hopscotch, Crafty Corn, Bubba Bubbaphant, Kickin' Chicken, Bobby Bear Hug, and Dog Day. The one missing due to the rubble is Catnap, of course. We get the key from Ollie and head to the one place that every good orphanage needs, the gas production facility. This is the place that creates the red smoke that Catnap is breathing out. Ollie needs us to divert the remaining red smoke to the left instead of the right. We go about all the puzzles, but somebody turned off the power right before we could get the gas to go to the left, and now we need to turn on the backup generator, which requires us to go to the terrible haunted house up on the hill. Inside are pictures of some of the children that once lived here, and rooms filled with
I wonder who they are.
Earlier. A radio can be found, and when played, it mentions that the body of a young boy was found on the estate of the late Elliot Ludwig, showing that Elliot Ludwig is no longer alive. The child's identity is still unknown, but the remains of the child were found in a duffel bag upstairs in the house. It was reported by police on the scene that the remains had been disturbed, since key skeletal fragments and even organs are missing from the body. It is still open to the possibility that the extraction of organs and bones could have been the cause of death as well. Playtime Corporation were contacted for a statement regarding the news and responded with this, and I quote, "It's sickening. Elliot Ludwig was a great man, and those who knew him understood that he was not capable of such violence, let alone what others now claim. He had a deep love in his heart for children like this one, making the actions of whoever planted this body all the more sick. We look forward to clearing his good name both in the public eye and in the eyes of the law." A phone can be heard ringing down the corridor. Ollie's on the other end telling us to run, and oh my, yep, right with you on that one, Ollie. The radio continues mentioning how the public still doubt Ludwig's innocence due to his reclusive personality, which lends suspicion to the claim. His neighbours even mentioned how he would return to his home at strange hours of the night and would depart again before the sunrise. The drastic change in voice is a nice touch.
Sunrise. Some believed he was sick. Others that don't move an inch. Playtime Co., it seems.
Not to mention the cat claw marks everywhere. We reach the kitchen of what I can only describe
where was that?
Ludwig's innocence due to his reclusive personality, which lends suspicion, let alone what others now claim. He had a deep love in his heart for children like this one, making the actions of whoever planted this body all the more sick. We look forward to clearing his good name both in the public eye and in the eyes of the law. A phone can be heard ringing down the corridor. Ollie's on the other end telling us to run, and oh my, yep.
He was there in my game too, bruh. Because I didn't see him.
Wall alongside the VHS.
Oh, wait, I'm too far.
If it isn't Huggy Wuggy,
oh my God, I'm too far.
The video is addressed to the again before the sunrise.
Okay.
The drastic change in voice is a nice touch.
Sunrise. Some believed he was sick. Others that don't move an inch. Playtime Co., it seems.
Yeah, that's not fucking
not
scary.
To mention the cat claw.
Yeah, I saw that you guys were saying that, but I didn't see him. And I was aware too, bruh. I was super aware.
Marks everywhere. We reach the kitchen of what I can only describe as a literal embodiment of a hell house. We can find happy and fun, why was it done, etched into the wall alongside the VHS tape. If it isn't Huggy Wuggy, the video is addressed to the staff within Playcare, mentioning all the great things that they're doing for the children here, and also that if they are feeling unhappy...
Yeah, this part definitely did not make me shit my pants.
...happy about anything going on, the Playtime Co. is here to listen to their every concern. How gracious. Oh, and this.
And should you come back years later, your conscience finally getting the better of you.
There was literally like a switch in the VHS tape. There was like literally a switch where it was just like talking all nice and lovey, and then this shit happens. Okay. And then don't even get me started when he fucking crawled out the TV like Poltergeist and then absolutely demolished my ass.
May you descend into the dark and the dust, finding
are so eerie.
Are incomprehensible horrors, each hungry for your return, each eager that they might find you. perhaps they'd smile at you from a shadow.
Bro, the fact that he has no eyes makes it even
Full
worse.
of teeth and meat and plastic, watching and waiting patiently for their turn at a warm welcome.
It's even weird watching it, like seeing it again.
They won't allow you such time to figure your place in the world you'd left. A world that's theirs now. Welcome home.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's some straight paranormal It type of stuff. Dear God. It catches us and we awake back in the house. It's likely that we saw the nightmare due to the red gas from earlier. A neat observation is the cardboard cutout of Mummy Longlegs. These cutouts have been scattered throughout each of the 3 chapters. Upon pressing the button you get a nice little voice line. But this one of Mummy Longlegs doesn't actually say anything. Instead,
yeah,
it's just
she got
static,
slimed
making
out.
me wonder if this is due to Mummy Longlegs getting badly hurt in the 2nd chapter. And if their fate relates to
Badly
the
hurt?
cutouts, does that also mean that the voice talking is not a recording at all? Instead, it's the actual creature. I guess the smiling critters would have been static also if that were the case, but hey, maybe they're still alive.
I'm
we
back
use a gas
because
mask to traverse the
I
rest
know
of the
you
house,
need my views
since
to pay the bills.
red gas is everywhere.
Meow.
And we find another VHS.
I can't, bro.
This time it is about Subject 1322, who was pulled from Home Sweet Home due to abnormalities in his neural signals. We can hear a voice in the background ask the narrator what Kevin is doing here, asking if he is sick and why he would be taken away. The narrator is clearly concerned, but assures the voice that Kevin is sick and needs help getting better here. He assures the child, who is revealed to be named Joseph, that his friend Kevin is getting the best care that he can. Randomly in one of the rooms, we can find Kissy Missy just sitting, looking at a picture of a child. Considering what we know about the experiments taking place, I wonder if that child was actually her. Another VHS can be found of a bunch of young children asking their teacher who was picked. The teacher informs the student that Dr. White has selected Samuel Lee. Ominously, the teacher asks the class to give Samuel one last goodbye as he heads off with Dr. White. We are to presume that that is young Samuel there in the video. Oh God, it follows us around. I couldn't even imagine trying to get sleep with that thing in the room. Those poor kids. We get the hell out of the house for obvious reasons. After starting up the backup power, as we leave, however, Kissy Missy grabs us and holds us to the ground. But thankfully Poppy jumps in and saves our ass from being toy food. Poppy reiterates that we can help them and is thankful that Ollie has helped us get to where we are, and mentions that he is the only reason that they found us at all. She rides on Missy Kissy's shoulder like she's Pikachu and asks us to follow her so she can give us an explanation. Poppy opens up a secret door that has a notable flower on it. The same flower seen at the secret door in chapter 1 and the letter that we received back there in the first place. She goes on to say that she isn't our enemy, but she also cannot allow us to leave since what is happening here is bigger than all of us. She needs revenge against the monsters who have hurt us. She points out that these creatures are just simply tools of the prototype, the real head honcho behind everything that is happening. The prototype is the claw hand thing that took Mummy Longlegs in chapter 2. We turn the power back on for Playcare as Poppy mentions how the prototype is the reason that she was locked away in the case for so long, and that it would not allow us to leave alive. She wants us to kill the prototype, since we're proven to be capable, since we killed Huggy Wuggy and Mummy Longlegs thus far. Catnap can be heard as Poppy leaves, mentioning how Catnap is the prototype's final obstacle, and mentions that Ollie will continue to help us. Ollie calls back, and using his guidance, we do some electrical work, restoring some power to the central statue. The crappy part is the fact that we need to reroute power from each area of Playcare. Alright, on to the next one. We head to the school since Catnap
the school was
leaves
not
that
it,
place
Chief.
alone for some reason. Honestly, music to my ears.
Reading is fun.
Oh, never mind. Thought we'd get a break from the killer toys for a moment. Silly me. Another Playtime Co-toy begins speaking over the school speaker. This time, Miss Delight. She actually recognizes us and mentions how we used to work here, but is curious how we're still alive. Someone named Barb tells her that we are looking for our co-workers. She tells us to leave since Catnap wouldn't like us, snooping around the school. We find another VHS of Miss Delight asking someone where the children are and if they're safe. The other person doesn't tell her where the children are, but does assure her that they are safe. Then Miss Delight gets a little nuts.
And that was it. Probably because he knew I'd kill them all.
A note can be found mentioning something called the Hour of Joy, which took place a few weeks prior to the letter being written. It mentions how all the children have been taken from the school and how silent it is now without them, before mentioning how something or someone locked the front door to the school, and the teachers have been unable to get it open since. They heard a knock at the door, something breathing. It wouldn't speak when called out to, and Mr. Light believes that it's likely this thing that's responsible for locking them inside the school. Spoiler alert, it's Catnap. She's created a weapon out of pencils, rulers, tape and twine, which she now calls Barb, intending to use it as a weapon when the door opens. There hasn't been food for days, and Mr. Light feels that she has been singled out to die since they blocked the kitchen with their bodies. She is so starving that all that
Dude, I'm so dialed. But I only have I have 14 minutes left. The Hour of Joy is scary, like I peed my... But are you okay, bro? Bro, the lore is actually insane on this game.
she can think about is food. She can barely get herself off the floor, but Barb is now speaking to her, telling her to stay completely still so the other teachers think that she's dead. That is, until she can strike. Barb tells her how she needs to eat and the other teachers wouldn't see it coming. We continue through the school and Mr. Light threatens us once again, saying that she can't wait to hear how our screams sound, and if they sound like the other humans that she's killed. Nice. Another note has Mr. Light apologizing for eating people, saying that they just needed to, and they had no choice. Just some casual cannibalism thrown into the mix. We start up the backup power and Mr. Light arrives and shuts that crap down so quickly, and gives me the biggest scare yet. She is a bit like those sleeping angels. If you look at her, she won't move, but if you look away or lose sight of her, she will chase you down. It does, however, turn out that gates seem to be her one big weakness. Guess she didn't see that coming. A nearby note shows that
When she started to speed up when she ran at me, I absolutely fucking shit my pants, dude.
Mr. Light and Barb found Catnap at some point and realized that he was the one that shut the door and forced them to eat each other. Mr. Light wanted to kill him but knew that she was not able, instead making a deal with Catnap. They would report what they see to one another, and most importantly, him. I know, it sounds like the meme, he is him, is he him? I'm pretty certain that the prototype is him. We get beneath the skull in what I can only describe as the type of Batcave that would make Bruce Wayne jealous. A nearby VHS tape has an ex-Playtime Co. employee speaking to another staff member, most likely Avery, about the poor conditions that he feels that the children are being held in.
You're not misclicking.
Saying that they deserve more than a painter's sky and fake walls. This is the same employee that can be heard in the previous 2 chapters talking about his issues with the company. In chapter 1, we heard Avery mention how Rich is the more vocal of the two, always complaining. This complaining actually got Rich demoted in chapter 2 to the rejected room, the same place that Poops a Lot is currently residing. He complained for years to the company, but never got a response. Overall, he seems like a pretty decent guy, actually caring about the orphans, further showing us that not all staff at Playtime Co. were evil or even knew what was happening. This is very easy to miss, but if you take a quick look down, you can see Catnap praying to a type of shrine. I had to grab some extra footage just to see up close, and it appears that old PJ from the Statues game in chapter 2 is not doing all that well anymore. Many puzzles in the Batcave later.
I didn't know he was in that. I did not know they got my boy PJ on that.
And we get through into another area of play care called the Playhouse.
So PJ got slimed?
Much smaller,
oh yeah,
as we can see little toys now wandering around this place. Thankfully, our little upgraded handgun allows us to deal with these little suckers. We can find an interview VHS with Catnap being interviewed by Playtime Co staff. A very interesting point is made when the interviewer addresses Catnap. He points out that he should try his real name before calling him Theo. He tells Theo, or Catnap, that Dr. Sawyer is out at the moment, so he'll be standing in as his replacement. The way it's presented suggests that Dr. Sawyer is not breathing any longer. Theo has been in this new Catnap body for 4 years now, and the interviewer congratulates him for it. However, Catnap has apparently not been getting along well with the kids like the other smiling critters have. But now with the red smoke, the kids love Catnap. I'm just going to play the game audio for the final part of this interview because I think they really captured the creepiness needed for this thing.
Is his, voice thingy still broken? Theo, nobody's gonna save you. This prison is where you belong. We'll let you out here and there to go see the kids in play care, but your home is here. And as for the prototype, his home is in the labs. This is your life now. Get used to it.
Prototype is in the labs while Catnap is stuck in
Why?
play care. Got it. The place
I need to watch all the VHSs.
for kids. A bunch of tunnels and obstacles to climb and have fun with. Down in the depths of the place, however, is a bunch of jail cells, which I am almost certain aren't in real playhouses. But then again, it's been a long time since I've been to one of those places. And in one of the cells, we can find Dog Day, looking pretty damn rough if you ask me. Dog Day is a member of the Smiling Critters and was presumed dead since, to the best of our knowledge, Catnap had apparently killed them all, before pointing out that there's nothing really much to save anymore. And that
they sniped on my boy Dog Day.
Which means that millions of eyes are now watching our every move.
But we don't even know. Well, I don't know what happened to Dog Day yet. I still don't even know what happened to Dog Day.
Pointing out how they all want to get under our skin and eat us alive. I think he is referencing the little guys that we were annihilating earlier. And if I can be honest, pal, I think that we have them covered, to be honest. I mean, I was using them as literal target practice. Dog Day makes an interesting point, stating that the prototype is Catnap's god, and Dog Day is an example of what Catnap does to heretics. The little guys are scared to get the same treatment as Dog Day, so they just follow Catnap and in return they get fed. The Smiling Critters tried to fight the prototype's control, and as a result Dog Day is the last of them left, and there isn't even much of him left, to be honest. He tells us to leave and save this place with Poppy before these little critters come out to pay old Dog Day a visit. Oh my, as if things could get worse for him. They somehow did. They possess Dog Day, chasing us out of the area, and we get ourselves back to the surface pronto. Ollie gives us a call and mentions the shrine.
But what happened to Dog Day? He probably died. But is he a part of the prototype now? Don't tell me. I'm just assuming. Because if PJ is a part of that shit, then Dog Day definitely is too.
And we saw earlier, saying that Catnap made it in honor of the prototype. Not to mention some background information on Catnap. Apparently before Catnap became Catnap, there was a serious accident where he almost died, but the prototype saved Theo's life, giving up on his own freedom in the process.
So the prototype saved Theo's life.
Catnap views prototype like...
Because, so Dog Day is confirmed dead. Okay.
Like a superhero that saved this place.
R.I.P. my boy Dog Day.
Anybody that opposes prototype gets killed by Catnap. And Ollie even mentions that the shrine is just a smaller version of what the real thing it looks like, which is incredibly worrying. We waste no time and head to the councillor's office, reconnecting power lines. We have another VHS tape of a couple looking to adopt a child named Jeremy from Playcare. This is the same Jeremy that walked...
I was about to say, I don't know who that is. I forgot. But I was going to be like, is that Theo? Nope, I was wrong. That's Jeremy, bruh. Who the fuck is Jeremy?
Walked in and asked how his friend Kevin was going. However, it turns out that there was some
Isn't Dowie made out of 3 kids? I know that much about Dowie.
Complications, stating that some kind of testing was going on so they wouldn't be able to adopt Jeremy. Oh god. Getting through the office requires us to have a mask on the whole time since the rooms are full of that red smoke that Catnap loves.
When you have this mask on, oh my god, you can't see shit. You might as well walk around with your eyes closed.
However, Catnap does ambush us and locks us within a room and takes away our mask, causing us to fall asleep and enter one of those nightmares of Catnap. Within the dream, Poppy can be heard asking us to find the flower and that this place is not easily escaped. We can see the children of the orphanage and the creatures watching over them. Poppy asks us if we know what we're seeing and if we know what they once were, showing us just why we need to end this place. We can see Huggy Wuggy as the screams of people can be heard in the background while the prototype looks over. We awake as Catnap gives us a final warning. Leave play care or Catnap will be turning us into beef jerky. I vote to leave, but we're pretty committed this far, so why not? We get all the power together from the places that we've entered, and we have now charged up a big-ass battery. This battery is our ticket out of here, and Ollie is going to help us through the final steps. We get back down to the containers at the red gas and turn the power back on so it diverts the gas to the west.
So I didn't directly look him in the face right there when I left. I think I just turned around and started running. Holy, Catnap is by far the scariest out of all the people. Out of all the characters.
Inside. Catnap arrives and is not pleased by this decision, to say the least. I must say he is looking a lot more gaunt and less furry than normal. But
I can't lie though. I cannot lie. I don't know why the creators of this game did this. I know you're like hallucinating him, and then that's what he looks like when you're hallucinating him. Like the bigger mouth, like the super big mouth. He's way scarier as the normal. I think he's way scarier. Like when he first comes out that door, when you put the big battery, like when you first see him, he looks way scarier than that. I think he looks a little goofy there. That's why. And let me see again. I gotta see again. Right here.
Catnap will be turning us into beef jerky. I vote to leave, but we're pretty committed this far, so why not? We get all the power together from the places that we've entered, and we have now charged up a big-ass battery. This battery is our ticket out of here, and Ollie is going to help us through the final steps. We get back down to the containers
here.
At the red.
You're telling me that's not scarier? You don't think this is scarier? I think this is First of all, I can't lie. They hit the nail on the head when they gave all these critters like the blacked out eyes with the little white dots. Yeah, dude. If I saw that shit in the corner of my room when I'm sleeping, I'm dead, dude. I'm fucking dead. I think that's way scarier than the other Catnap. The one that you hallucinate. Wait for the prototype. Okay.
Gas and turn the power back on so it diverts the gas to the western side. Catnap arrives and is not pleased by this decision, to say the least. I must say he is looking
like, what the fuck is that? What is that? I don't think that's scarier, dude. I don't think that's scarier.
A lot more gaunt and less furry than normal, but we managed to use the elevator to get out of the room that's now flooded with red gas. We find a log upstairs about experiment 1006, aka the prototype. The interviewer mentions how Prototype has been awfully quiet as of late, but has learned a lot about him anyway. Before he can explain, Prototype speaks again, asking a question. We can hear that Prototype can mimic voices, and doesn't actually have a singular voice, instead opting to constantly change voices throughout a sentence. It's almost robotic in nature. He asks the interviewer if he feels any different, since he sticks them, beats them, and tears at their flesh, speaking as if it consists of multiple personalities instead of a singular person. The interviewer says that there is an incredible secret inside of 1006, and that they will burn and prod until they find it. The interviewer doesn't seem to care how 1006 reacts, saying that anything he does teaches him more about the secret inside of the prototype. And 1006 has a pretty damn spooky response.
Oh, don't fight or give in. Regardless, I learn something new about you every day. It excites me. Thank you. You thank me? Absolutely. I learn something new about you.
Catnap arrives again as
Did he just repeat it back in his voice?
We do our side hustle as an electrician, but manages to use the electricity to empower our grab pack and fry Catnap with it. That is until Prototype arrives to help Catnap like before, remembering that Prototype had saved Catnap's life earlier. But this time around, Prototype had different plans, it seems, and hits the killing blow, presumably killing Catnap for good. We return to the main room where Poppy is waiting, mentioning how we have successfully diverted the red gas and killed Catnap, but we deserve the truth if we're going to keep going. She plays a VHS tape, explaining that this is what happened to our co-workers that disappeared. After all, that is why we returned to playtime, saying that it's something that they called the Hour of Joy.
Yeah, when I saw this shit, this shit was... So the Hour of Joy was organized by the Prototype. The Prototype was the one who kind of put this all into play. He is the mastermind. He is the alpha. But when you know, like Mommy Longlegs and Catnap, so when they just die, basically, wait, the Doctor's what? Wait, the Doctor's higher than the Prototype? Yeah, no, this thing was crazy though. Wait, so the Doctor's like, he's not higher, it's just that he can control the whole factory. So the Doctor has control over
In
the
a moment's
characters?
notice, everyone was killed, as each of the toys came to life.
I remember hearing every moment of it. It went on so long, so agonizingly.
The music low-key beautiful though. Yeah, like it's so soothing, and then everyone's just getting everybody's getting fucking murked by Huggy Wuggy and shit.
Long. They tried to hide.
The type of music you fall asleep to, and then, you know, you wake up and you have no fucking eyes.
To run. Anything to stay alive. I remember their cries. What's going on? Why is this happening?
Oh, he doesn't have control? Okay, I didn't know that.
Those things.
Imagine if a baby was there during the... Bro, the baby got murked, bro. There was babies there, and they got murked. They had no chance. One thing I still don't understand, and no one like spoke about it. Why did Poppy get locked up? Why did Poppy get locked up? Do you guys know? What about a pregnant lady? That's double homicide then, I can't lie. Yeah, Fugsword, Huggy Wuggy, he, yeah. Sorry. But do we know what happened? Do you guys know what happened to Poppy? Why was Poppy locked up? I still don't know why. Because the game is literally named after her. 2-for-1 deal, buy one, get one free, literally. I still don't know what happened to Poppy though. Like, because even the game's named after her and all this stuff, and like, I don't know why she was locked up.
Senseless slaughter. That's all it really was. They killed everyone. The guilty.
Oh yeah. Life speedrun? Oh yeah. Gone wrong.
The innocent. Didn't matter. All of that death didn't fix anything. And then, once it was all over, they dragged those corpses down below where they'd never be found. And they ate the bodies to stay alive. Prototype has to die for this. For everything.
I would have done that. I would have played dead.
So, the Hour of Joy is a pretty damn messed up way of explaining it, but I've grown used to it at this stage. We begin descending down a nearby elevator as we can hear screaming from Kissy Missy above us. We attempt to get back to her but are unable, much to the horror of...
I forgot about this. I forgot that, yeah, Kissy lowered us, and then, yeah, once we're in there, she gets slimed, probably.
Poppy. And that gets us up to date in the Poppy Playtime timeline. I really hope you enjoyed the video, as I had an absolute blast making it. If you made it until...
W video. She's alive? I figured, you know, I don't think they would just slime her without showing us, to be fair. But don't spoil it, don't spoil it. I don't know anything. I don't want to know anything about 5. Yeah, W video though. Tomorrow, Poppy's Playtime 4. Okay? Gameplay tomorrow, Poppy's Playtime 4. And then after, if it's still early, after, I will watch the lore video to kind of recap. Okay? So that shit will be W. Tomorrow will be W. Even though today was chill. But tomorrow, Poppy Playtime 4. Hopefully it's a good stream. Hopefully there's more people. And then after lore video. Alright, see ya. But yeah, W, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, if you guys tap in. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. W stream. See ya.